Oh, touchy!
Oh man, if he tripped coming back, that
It
would
would
have
have
been
been- it would
the
have been
greatest
amazing.
moment in the history of playing
Oh, welcome back, everybody, to another episode
Cheers,
of the Wanger Show.
everyone.
Cheers.
Another one.
Look at this.
Woo! I should have warned you. Pretty sure I dropped this like 4 times, all of them. Just
Okay, mine was a little bubbly when I took mine.
okay,
When I
there we
opened
go.
mine.
That's
but-
the fun of a 30-pack of Coors Light.
Yeah, you never know which one's going to explode
No.
upon opening.
It was an 18,
Yeah,
but you
okay.
know.
It's like a safer Russian roulette, you know? It's like
Hey.
one of these was really shook up.
I mean, you know, when in doubt.
Pokemon 238 for episode 238 this week, guys, is one called Smooch'em.
Smooch'em.
It's called Smooch'em.
Oh, is that the
Look,
one
it's
that's
so
just like,
adorable?
it's like
I
the
like
lips?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just a little
Cute
smooching.
little-
That's what it's doing there.
What's that?
Smooch.
Okay.
Is that when they were running out of ideas for names?
Oh, they already had it this
Yeah.
point.
Because if you
yeah.
ever take a glance
Yeah.
at the periodic table of elements, like they start off hot. You know, oxygen,
Yeah.
hydrogen.
Yeah.
And then they get down, it's like Californium. Einstein. We're naming them after people now?
Unobtainium. What's happening?
Yeah.
Newsamon.
Trumpium. Yeah, it's-
Newsamon, what?
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
We still, like, because let's be honest, the coolest elements are yet to be discovered.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We haven't found them yet because they're on other planets. So let's just save some of the cool names
Yeah.
for
Awesome.
Outer
You
space.
know? Yeah.
Elon
Big dick.
Muskium.
Big dickium.
Big Dickium.
Mountain Dew presents Red Bullion.
Code Red.
Yeah.
Code Redium.
Code Redium.
Code
There it
Redium's
is.
good. That's good.
Woo! Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Wanger Show. This is the show where a bunch of friends come together, have a good time, and podcast. And this week we're joined by our good friends, Mark Ellis. Sorry, Ken's name is first. Ken Napzok.
Yeah.
He can.
He's also
And
directly
Mark
next
Ellis.
to you. You like skipped
That's
over
true.
Ken and then went straight
That's
to
true.
Mark.
And then my other guest, Cody Hall.
I'm also here. I'm
Frequent
the
guest on the
third
show.
guest,
Yeah,
third guest on the
reoccurring.
show. Maybe the most. Yeah, probably the highest.
Yeah, more
guest
so
on
than
the
Brian.
show.
Brian's
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
We don't know where he's at. He
You
left
don't know?
us.
I legit don't know.
It's gone.
Oh, no, we texted.
It's got to involve lavender.
No, he texted me. He didn't text.
Yeah.
He was here last week, though, right? I watched a little bit of that.
He was here last week, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if he was. Upon asking the question there, Ken, I was like, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
It's swept away by the lazy river.
What a lazy river it was.
Still thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just can't get enough of each other. We were all just hanging out.
It's good.
It's
time.
Vegas about a week ago.
It's the test of true friendship, not whether you have a good time in Vegas. Anybody can have a good time in Vegas. It's do you still want to see those same people when you get back to whatever hellhole you're from?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes, if they pay you in frosty cold Coors Light.
True.
man,
I mean,
look
yeah.
at
I mean,
this.
we've. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers, gang.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now,
Cheers.
I didn't.
Yep.
I didn't have the. I'm not gonna say I'm an alcoholic. Did anybody else have the thing where you get back from Vegas and you're like, oh, what's different about today? Oh, right, I didn't drink 5 beers in a
Yeah.
river.
Oh yeah,
this morning.
I didn't drink for a week. Yeah, I couldn't drink the next day, the next Wanger show, because
Yeah.
normally, you get pretty
Yeah.
hammered after that.
Yeah.
You didn't drink it all on the Wanger show.
No.
that's
Okay.
I didn't drink until yesterday when I was at the beach.
Okay.
And I was
Look
like,
at
it's
you.
10
You
o'clock.
took a whole week off.
Why
Look
not?
at you go.
I'd
Well,
like
I mean, drink pretty early.
like
but,
a
earliest
Captain
moment
and
I
Coke.
could.
Like
Yeah.
a Captain and Coke, sir. This is the post
Yeah.
office.
I'm eating eggs, bacon, and sausage, hash browns, and a Miller Lite.
And,
That's how you play ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miller
I
Light's
know.
a good breakfast beer if you need
It's
one.
right.
Maybe like a
Very
Blue
nice.
Moon,
Yeah.
maybe.
But
Yeah.
I do the Corona
Blue Moon?
Premier. That's a good one because it's like a low carb.
Yeah, maybe like a
version.
Michelob or something like that. Could
They're all
probably
low carb.
ease
You
you
got-
up for the day.
You're holding 5 carbs max in your hand right now.
Yeah.
They're all low carb.
They don't say.
They don't
It doesn't
say.
say.
No, it'll tell you.
He didn't
say.
say.
I know what's in this, but I don't know what's in the
Yeah.
vaccine.
I've done the
so-
research. I've been in the lab. I've been in there with elements like vanadium, Pacific Coastium.
I want to publicly apologize to Mark Ellis.
Uh-oh.
I've been part of the making fun of him for putting his ice in his like I do that thing when he orders it or he asks the bartender, can I get a glass of ice?
I never order ice in the beer. I
Yeah,
order the beer,
beer.
and then I say, "Oh, can I get a glass of ice too?"
Yeah, you sneak it in there.
And they don't even know what I'm doing.
There was one bartender at the
Cowboy bar.
Cowboy bar.
Yeah.
She was just like, "Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Sorry,
Yeah.
what now?
What you want?
Do you know where
Yeah.
you are right
Yeah.
now? You want a glass of ice?
Yeah, and I was like, "Look, do you want my room key or not?
Yeah.
Give me the ice,
But
and I'll
here-
see you in 2 hours."
Here I am. I put some ice. This is divine.
Yeah.
This is how we do it, folks.
Shit.
Grassroots. That's what got Obama elected. That is what is going to get ice back in the beer. We are making beer cold again.
Okay. Fuck, I might have to try it now.
How much cold? I mean, my hands are freezing holding this can. How much colder does it need to be?
Within 5 minutes,
Middle
that's
of that
going to
can? Wanna see
be
that can?
that's going to be a lukewarm mish of.
Yeah,
average.
I'm already
Yeah.
getting a cup of ice.
But the
guys
mountain's
are-
still blue. Why does it say summer on that? I don't. Oh, summer edition. Okay,
See?
all right.
I'm telling you, this just
I
changed
turn
the
it
game.
and spill all over me.
I do love how we all are children at heart, where it's like, oh, isn't that nice? The kids have Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, adults walk into a grocery store like, oh, summer cans. They got sunglasses
We
on
freaked
them.
out a couple weeks ago when we had tall cans of Miller Lite, and it said it's Miller time, and we're like, oh, it's not Cinco de Mayo, what? But
Yeah.
it's just on all of them.
It's
now.
just always Miller
It's
time.
always
which
it's
is a
Miller
seasonal
time.
thing,
Oh, y'all
yeah.
should see what the Las Vegas Raiders have done with Coors Light.
Oh,
they
talk
they
about
have
that.
some big things,
Yeah.
and I probably forgot to take a picture of it because we got there super early to the game, the Monday night game. First time fans have been allowed in Allegiant Stadium to watch a football game. Monday Night Football. I get there as early as they let us open the gates.
Hell yeah.
And we're walking around, and there's a beer stand. There's the Coors Light Chill Zone,
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
and
No ice anywhere.
there's ice
Okay.
everywhere.
Making sure.
You can do cryotherapy back there.
You know how they have the Titanic Museum in the Luxor? They have a chunk of ice from that hit the Titanic in the Raider Stadium.
A chunk of the Berg?
Yeah. Oh, that's
I would
good.
believe
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Chunk of the Berg is
hanging
like a
out with the
great
Berg and during the
burger
handy.
place.
That sounds like the most pompous rich asshole drink ever. Like we have an orange peel and actual ice from the Titanic, from the Berg that hit the Titanic in this martini.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
bar. He's like, "Where are you drinking today?" I'm at the Berg.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
at the
pretty cool.
Berg. But they have this like so they give you this silver
The
cup,
Bergs and the Bees. I'm sorry.
and it's like a little metallic, and so it's colder. So the cup stays cold, and I got an ice cold Coors Light. I didn't need any ice cubes
Look at
the
that.
entire time I was at the Raider game, and I made friends with like 30 Raider fans.
Yeah.
Really?
They
would've
were were sweethearts.
Yeah.
Intense sweethearts. But they were so nice. And I wasn't I was obviously rooting for the Raiders once the game
Yeah,
started.
yeah.
They're playing the Ravens. I don't have any affiliation. Despite my love of the Orioles, I am this team from the East
Yeah.
Coast. So I had a black shirt and jeans, and so they kind of thought I was one of them. Fifth row of the actual black hole. You've heard the legendary black hole
wow.
where the hardcore Raider fans
Right,
are,
right, right.
where like children have wandered in there and never walked out. Darth Vader's right there. The guy,
yeah.
Raider Hobby with the spiky shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Who, when I drove home the next day, I saw I passed his camper on the highway.
Whoa.
And
okay.
it was just, I mean, you're talking about, and when you're that close, I love watching the players warm up
Yeah.
because you just see what monsters of athletic specimens they are. Even Nathan Peterman, who's the third string quarterback of the Raiders. This guy's claim to fame, when he played for the Bills, he was in a regular season game. He threw 5 interceptions in a half of football.
Oh.
5 picks in a half.
Love that guy.
I
Nice.
watched him warm up. He looked like the greatest quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure the players were super because they're 2-0 now, right?
They're
Raiders?
2-0?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
sure. Were they playing back to back at home?
Crazy window. They played on the road.
On the
They
road,
went to
okay.
they went to the big ketchup bottle
Yeah. They went to
in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
They
I was
They
like,
played the
the Cougars.
Steelers, Christian. They played the Steelers.
Heinz Stadium.
Heinz Field. Yeah.
There you
You were
go.
close.
Yeah.
The actual Heinz headquarters.
Heinz
They got to
Field.
see how ketchup was made.
Yeah, this is a great trivia question for you two. I think you know this.
Probably, yeah.
So the end of the third quarter, beginning of the
Dermontti
fourth quarter, to pump up the home crowd and the team, the Pittsburgh Steelers historically have always played the same song to get the crowd jacked. And it's like the fourth quarter. Here we go.
okay.
What song do you think they play?
Some kind of yacht rock.
It's not that black and yellow song from like a decade ago.
Oh
No, it
Okay.
was released
It's like
in
an interesting-
1979.
1970. We went to the moon in 1979. No, that's the decade off.
I think that's a pretty good guess. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good one. Yeah.
Is it Eruption?
It is no. It is not a Van
Ooh.
Halen song. It's not
1979.
from the
Yeah.
band. Hearing the band, you would say that's the song you play to get the crowd pumped up.
Brett, I want to make it with you.
It is not Bread.
Okay.
Great
Aerosmith.
band from the early
Any other
70s.
hints without giving it away? Let's see.
Yes, actually, I referenced this when we were in the Lazy River. I referenced this because you were talking about how you want this to be the afterlife.
Yes.
So I referenced
Oh.
a term in popular lore about the afterlife.
Valhalla.
Close. You're
shit.
close.
I don't know.
Stairway
Purgatory.
to Heaven?
You're even closer.
Son of a bitch.
You're even closer. Purgatory does sound like a great metal band.
Yeah.
Welcome to Purgatory.
We will fuck your shit up.
I skipped on the Lazy River, so I don't know.
What is the name of the river that you cross over in the afterlife?
The pearly gates?
I never went to church.
Fucking god damn it!
No,
I
it's not
did go
the
to
pearly
church.
gates.
Jen Murray's in chat.
Crossover.
She says
The river
Aerosmith.
Styx.
Yeah. Sticks.
The river Styx.
The river Styx.
STYX.
Oh,
And you
they
hear
play-
that, and you're like, what are they playing?
What are they playing?
Are they playing Lady? What is this? No, they play a song called Renegade. It's actually like a cool opening.
Okay.
It's got like a heartbeat and stuff.
Renegade.
Yeah. But
There it goes.
I think you were singing
I was just
Panama.
Panama with Renegade.
Let's all guess how that song goes. Yeah.
Renegade.
Van Halen just went to frauds ripping
Yeah.
off sticks.
You can do that with any song, really.
Yeah.
It would be a better song.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Sandman, back in black, thunderstruck. So you went to the game. It was a lot of fun. You hung
Good
out with
time.
the
How much does
Raider Nation.
Yeah.
Good seats then, huh?
Great seats.
Yeah.
Like I could not believe. Because my friend I was with, like we get down there and she's like, it's row 9, but it's really row 5 because they have like these like 3, and we get down there. I'm like, we just kept walking down. Like anytime you go to a stadium like that, you know the moment when you walk out and you see like the baseball field and the football field for the first time, it's just like, I'm home. Usually, I when you have that moment, then you're like, all right, I got to walk up the stadium.
You hook a
stairs
right, you do a
Right,
Yui, and then go that
I
way.
kept
Yeah.
walking down.
Oh, that's
and
great.
kept
feeling.
walking down. And after a while, I'm like, shit, I know where she's going.
Yeah.
And then we're right
lost.
at the seats, and it's like the players are right there, and like it was just it was. And then the game was great on top
Oh, it
of
was
it.
a crazy game.
But
That's crazy.
I'll tell you that like beers are pretty expensive as they are most.
I mean, it's-
$24 probably.
it's Vegas.
Hot dogs, $3.
Whoa, Costco deal.
$3 hot dogs. Pretty good hot dogs.
Pretty good hot dogs.
Pretty good dogs.
Cheap wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the brand? What we got? Frank's? What do we got?
I wasn't asking questions.
Nathan's?
Was not
These
asking
are
questions.
essentials that Christian has every time he goes
We
up
gotta
to
know,
a
'cause the last
ballpark.
time I talked to my dad, he went to a Dodger game. I was like, oh, the
They
Dodger
switched
dogs
to Dodger
suck? Yeah,
dogs.
he's like, yeah, it sucks now. The dogs
Yeah,
suck.
they switched the dogs, which apparently a lot of people are happy about. I enjoy the classic Dodger dogs.
Oh, they were great. Cody, apparently.
I don't like Dodger Stadium.
Well, yeah,
I think
'cause he's
it's
at-
a
he's at
sh-
Anaheim.
sorry.
Why, Cody?
I'm sorry.
Why,
I just
Cody?
don't like.
By the way,
You always go that route.
I've been to, yeah, no.
It's a shithole Dodger
it is
Stadium.
pretty-
Left field is actual claimed gang territory, and I'm not lying about that. It's actually classified as
That's
gang
why it's
territory.
all you can eat.
Yeah,
He's a cop, folks.
I've been in more I've witnessed more fights at Anaheim than Dodger Stadium ever.
Oh, really?
That's fair. Also, I just hate the Dodgers parking situation because I remember parked in there once
Yeah.
and I was like, it's taking me
No,
45
it's
minutes
bad.
to
It's
walk to
bad.
the fucking stadium
It's
right
bad.
now. That's my main issue with it. And it was a really hot day.
I don't know what age you turn when you start to be concerned about those sort of things more than the actual event.
Yeah.
But I am definitely there with concerts because I'm going to
Yeah.
go see
Okay.
a little rock and roll band called the Rolling Stones in a couple weeks.
Oh.
What?
If y'all want to get tickets, we can see what we can work out. But it's like Rolling Stones, start me up, and it's at SoFi. And so my first thought isn't, man, I can't believe I finally get to see Mick and Keith. It's like, when do I leave? Am I staying
that
to the
bad?
end? Am I getting an Uber? I'm definitely getting an Uber.
Yeah.
And so I just I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know what the situation's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what the sitch is going to be, as the kids say.
What's the stitch? Yeah.
I don't-
Kim Possible. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I don't
tough.
know about that.
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah.
But
Hollywood
overall, we started this conversation talking about Vegas. And so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big question on the table now is, how much did you miss being in Vegas, Cody Hall?
I was glad you guys didn't post like photos, like 8 photos
Like
a
we
day,
were at
where
a
I was
movie
like,
premiere?
guys, quit fucking reminding me right now.
You know what's weird? Collider actually had
I'm
two
at Bad Boy
pundits cover
7.
our entire Vegas trip. All right, we're live here at Collider, and we have Mark just got off stage, and he got his first beer. What do we expect to happen tonight?
Our first reactions and
Here's the first tweets from the trip to
Yeah.
Vegas.
that's a good sketch. That's a good one. Well, yeah, because part of it is we're there. I mean, first of all, I'm not gonna take my phone out in the lazy river. Actually, I did once just to take a photo of
We took a photo of the beer
Great
wall.
Wall of beer.
Where do you keep your phone then?
I held it like
You hold it?
I just hold it. I had a beer in one
You're
hand.
just walking around like this. Vegas.
Vegas.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're athletes, so we do
Yeah,
multiple
of course.
laps
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
lazy
yeah,
river.
yeah. But yeah, you're fucking out there just having a good time. You know, I'm not gonna be like, look at my life.
Yeah.
I'm not as happy as I look
Yeah.
on social media. Look, it's all a fake.
It's key to get one or two out.
Yeah,
And a
of
wise
course.
friend to me said to me this weekend, it just has to look good on Instagram.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis talking about my book signing.
Oh,
And that's all you do. And
Oh,
you wanted
yeah,
to.
you had a big book signing.
Yeah.
Victorville on the way home
Hell
from
yeah.
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
It was great. It's great. Yeah, you want to know how it started?
Yes.
Okay, so
All I know is I've never seen Ken panic in any situation.
Yeah.
That isn't stand-up related.
That's true.
And that was only once. And don't worry, Christian and a box of honeycomb are right there to talk you out of it.
Goddamn.
But you did send me a text that was, I will say, it was a little concerned.
So
on Saturday afternoon,
this wonderful guy Kent from Blue Milk Latte set up. He's one of the managers at Barnes and Noble. I show up there. There's a table front of the store
at a Barnes and Noble.
At a Barnes and Noble.
That's the pinnacle of book signing.
Book signing.
It doesn't get bigger than Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble at the Victorville Mall.
You're basically Rolling Stones at SoFi, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Barnes and Noble.
I'm Charlie Watts currently. No, I sit down. It was great. So flash forward, it was a great time, and the people of Victorville were great. But it started. The first guy comes up to me, and he's a big, early 50s, like never lifted weights, but just lifted steel on the construction site.
Right.
And I'd seen him with, I saw him with his
handshake,
family, and he stood out because he said something weird to his son. He's like, "My sweet son, what book have you picked to take home today?" I'm not, and I was like, "What is going on with this?"
We
guy?
must get back to the Shire.
But he looked like Ron Perlman. He really looked like Ron. And he stops. He comes up to me. He goes, "Star Wars." I see. I go, "Yeah." He goes, "My son at home. He's sick. He loves Star Wars." I go, "Oh, great." I'm going to call him to see if he knows who you are. And he picks the phone up in front of me, blocks my table. How you feeling, son? Great. Says my name, and he hangs up and he goes, "He doesn't know you."
But he said it so politely. For the record, he does not know who you are.
So I go, "I'm sorry, I don't even know myself." And I go, "I hope your son feels good."
I don't even know myself.
Yeah, and he goes, I hope your son feels good. He goes, "Well, it's the flu." I go, "That's too bad." He goes, "You remember the flu, don't you?" And I go,
"Oh, now
Yeah.
you see which way the conversation's going."
I go, "I do." He goes, "You don't hear those statistics talked about.
Oh,
this whole
there it
COVID
is.
thing,
There it is.
bullshit." And he walks off. And that's how
He
it
didn't buy a
started.
book?
He didn't buy a book.
It started out so peaceful.
Yeah. I
how it
remember. Do
started.
you remember the flu? Oh my god.
You remember that?
So, but it was all good. We had a great time. A lot of fun. I went to Olive Garden. Holy.
Oh hell yeah.
I had 7
Haven't
breadsticks.
made the trip in
establishment,
so
yeah.
long.
And the giant stuffed 5 cheese shells. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but the problem with that, one of those cheese, the evil ricotta.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like the ricotta.
I despise the ricotta.
Really? Okay.
No, I want my cheese to hold together.
Okay,
You know,
fair enough.
ricotta is like a bunch of dudes going out at a bar. Just as soon as they get in the bar, they just splinter off in different directions, hitting on whatever they can find.
You bitten me?
I'm biting the hell out of everybody watching. I want my cheese like the ladies when they go out because they stick together all night long.
Hell yeah.
They're going to the bathroom together. They're laying on top of tomato sauce on a pizza together. Give me some mozzarella and provolone. Oh, I had Pittsburgh Pizza this week. While you were in Victorville,
I was in Victorville, yeah.
I had Pittsburgh Pizza.
Tell me about it.
Is that like a known, like there's Chicago
It's when
pizza
Josh
in New
McCouga
York?
orders Domino's.
Okay.
No, no.
Anything he orders is
Yin's
just
got
Pittsburgh.
mushrooms?
Yeah.
There's a place in Burbank that's like literally a stone's throw from my palatial estate, and it's called Gorilla Pies. And it is this guy from Pittsburgh, and he just
Josh.
moved out here. He was working at Nobu for a while, and he's like, you know what? I can't do the Nobu anymore. I'm making my own pies, and I'm slinging them out of Gorilla's Pies. It is great.
Okay.
And so Josh and I asked him because even Josh McCouga, Mr. Pittsburgh, hadn't heard of like what
heard
a
of it.
pizza would be like, what differentiates Pittsburgh pizza from anything else.
Yeah.
And apparently, and the guy literally answered, he's like, well, it's still a work in progress.
Oh, so you're still trying to.
Oh, so you
okay.
can just slap a city on any pizza and like have it be a thing?
And-
Come down to
and-
San
yeah.
Dimas sandwiches.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Have you had Rhode Island pasta before?
Yeah, they just
great.
use Bonza pasta in Rhode Island.
Oh,
They're a pro chickpea state.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at it. Chickpea.
But apparently, one of the things that they do is it's a mix of mozzarella and provolone that they use on the pizza.
Okay.
So that gives it a different kind of kick.
I
And
like
he's
when
just
some
got all
cheese
these
is
great
different.
kind of
Okay.
sauces on the pizza and stuff. So, and this is after 15 minutes of Josh and him playing. Oh, you went here? Wait,
Oh,
were
yeah.
you at this hot dog place at this time? Because we were at the same place.
That's
And
so weird. It's
Josh
not
they're
Lane, a new
catching up.
best
Pittsburgh
friend.
is just one of those. It's just one of those towns that you just don't hear enough about anymore. Where everybody is from the same. There's literally Adam and Eve. I think the folks from the Bible were in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And they just made everybody in Pittsburgh. They populated the entire town with Adam and Eve's.
I believe it. But what? Yeah. What? So this guy's creating it, dumping like ketchup on it. Like what is it?
Heinz. Yeah,
Heinz.
he's using Heinz.
There is no Heinz to be seen, and the pies
that's a
themselves, folks.
Good, but passed the test.
Some of the best pie I've had.
Really?
Some of the best pie I've had.
You like calling pizza pie?
I enjoy calling it, but it's almost like tongue in cheek.
I kinda like,
when we were kids, my family on my mom's side was from New Jersey, and they like actually call them them tomato pies. And so they're like, hey, Mark, we're having tomato pies for dinner. I'm like, that sounds disgusting. Can we order Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no, it's pizza. And I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's scaring me like that for.
We're also gonna have pop. I was like, before dinner.
They say
Pop
pop.
and
pop.
pie? What's
Yeah.
happening here?
Yeah. At this point, but
know
everybody who says pop now, I don't care if you call a sandwich a hoagie, it's adorable. You know you're fighting a losing battle.
You are.
It's
You are.
like you're the train folk and we're the airplane folk.
Yeah.
Like you fought it, you ran a good race.
You're on the wrong side of
yeah,
history.
you had it. You built this country, but we can now fly above it.
Damn right.
So true.
We're going to space now. Amtrak.
We don't need no speed trains. Hell no. Go to Mars. So you had the
pop.
pizza, the Pittsburgh Pizza. It's work in progress. What does it taste like? Does it?
It's just got a.
It's just cheesier. It's a different type of cheese was the main
different
factor.
type of cheese.
Some pros,
And
balance.
the guy really cares about his sauce. It's just you get like a little kick in the sauce.
Sauce is important.
We got 3 different pizza pies. Vastly different. We got a buffalo chicken pizza with like a
Interesting.
ranch sauce.
I
Cody
just
got
sat up for the
okay.
first time.
Cody got a-
Oh,
Cody had the very
I gotta
interested.
cover this.
Yeah.
Here. Oh God.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, buffalo.
Cody
chicken.
had that like he's your dentist.
Yeah.
And he's asking you questions and he doesn't care about the answer. But then you give him something really
Yeah.
juicy and your dentist stops cleaning your teeth. He's like, wait a minute, tell me more about this. I suddenly am actually listening. I'm not going to have my assistant do all the work today.
Meanwhile, you have like 6 gauze in your mouth.
Yeah.
You can't say shit.
Yeah. What do dentists do when they're off the clock and they're just like out of function and people can actually answer them succinctly? Do they freak out? Like I've never
they're
had
very-
somebody talk at me this
The
much.
dentist I go to is very talkative.
Really?
And it's very sweet, but I'm like, I'm in pain right now.
Yeah.
And my mouth is all the way open.
As long as I know your job number one is
yeah.
still my mouth,
Yeah.
No.
Right.
then you can talk to me all
Their
day.
job is the conversation first
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
foremost. They're not really trying
I
to.
used to have this
tease it
one
all.
doctor.
Yeah.
God bless this dentist. God bless him. When I was first in LA, he was a huge Laker fan, and he would always. I didn't want to schedule my visits during the NBA season.
Just like fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
because he would go off on a rant about how well or poorly Kobe played the night before.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're taking Kobe's performance out on my mouth now.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah.
Did you see
You don't
how
want
many
that.
boards Michael Cooper got?
Don't
Rich
go.
Fox mixed the 3 again. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Don't go to that dentist during the playoffs or
No.
the championship. You
Schedule
don't
around
want
all
to
that stuff. Yeah.
cancel.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, that eye doctor I went to, he apparently just doesn't show up to work some days. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I still am.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. That's pretty funny, and I'll have to tell her about that afterwards. That's really funny.
Okay.
Nice little knapsack thing in there.
Yeah, you know.
He just sneaks
Love
them in.
inside jokes.
You know?
Love to be part
Love
of
to be
it.
a part of one someday.
I don't, you don't want
I
to
did
be
have
part of this.
my optometrist doctor when I was younger, like for years. He was a huge Dodgers fan, and I came in one day and I was wearing a Padres hat. Now I wore the Padres hat because it was just a hat I had.
Yeah.
Matched with your outfit.
Just-
you thought it looked good.
Something that I wore. It was like, oh, I don't want to go out buy another hat. I always
Oh.
wear baseball hats. I just had it.
This orange brown matches everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was blue at the time. But
Oh, the blue.
the
yeah,
old
that was-
older one.
Yeah, it was
But-
back when those teams went through that mid 2000s thing.
Yeah.
Of like, it's cool to not have the
Yeah.
colors of the team you've
Yeah.
been
Right.
loving your whole life.
Exactly.
The Jake Peavy years of the Padres is what we're looking at here. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I don't know any of the. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I walked
The
in.
Adrian Gonzalez years of the Padres.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I could have helped
The
you.
Tom DeLongs, if you will.
Yeah, sure. Still there.
Tom DeLonge.
All
I
the
miss
small
you.
things.
There is a game. The Padres are playing. Gonzalez is on first.
But I walked in, and he was like, "Christian, Padres, what happened?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Oh, yeah." And I just played along with it. He's like, "Well, they had a pretty good season last year." I was like, "I know, but hey, what are you gonna do?"
Mid 2000s, not likely.
No,
I don't know.
Not
I don't know what
likely.
it
Yeah,
meant. I don't know
they
what
weren't
year it
good
was.
for a
It was
while.
later. It was
Okay.
like
It's, yeah.
like college years, like
Okay.
2010s.
Okay.
I'm a huge sports fan, and a diehard New York Yankee fan. I have a Los Angeles hat, and occasionally someone will see me in the LA hat in the comments and be like, Mattingly's going to be. Mattingly doesn't know me. He doesn't care. It's I live here in the city. I represent the city.
I think baseball is probably the easiest sport that you can act like you know a lot about with
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
Because all you have to say is just like a couple key phrases.
Yeah.
All you have to say is like if somebody like came up and they're like, "Oh, you're a Padres fan," it's like we just got to get that third pitcher locked down. You know, it's
If
like
he
our
stops hitting
rotation
up the
looks
three
good.
hole, then we can be fine.
Gotta
Yeah.
get the rotation
Right.
fixed. You
That's
know,
the thing.
gotta
Like, I
focus
don't
on
know
that.
players or.
You just say like how you win games. You got to hit
Yeah,
the ball. You
yeah,
got to steal bases.
Right.
You
You
got
just
to
gotta
score
play small
runs.
ball.
That's
That's
all you
all
gotta
they
do.
gotta do.
Small ball.
Yeah.
They play small ball.
Take
It's
it
all
one
about
game
the
at a time.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like I
It's a
don't
marathon,
know.
not a sprint. You
I don't
just gotta
know.
get through the season.
I don't know.
It's like
it's
cliched coach.
It's like chess. It's a game of chess. It's all strategy.
It's a game of chess.
I don't know. I can't tell you who's on what team anymore, but I know the game.
Right,
So like, when I go to a game, that's the most exciting, because like when they get in situations like, oh, see, he's gonna throw a change up right here because he doesn't, because his last at bat he didn't like this.
Is that why Amber doesn't go to games with you anymore?
I don't think we've ever. I don't know if we've actually I don't think we've ever been to.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I think
What,
so.
is Amber here? She's not here tonight.
She's-
I want
yeah.
to put her in the hot seat one day.
One
no
day.
baseball games. Doesn't go to Vegas.
She just got a new job and she.
I don't buy it for a second.
Was she relieved
I know
to
she
not
did.
be going to Vegas?
Yeah, that's-
Was she happy to get
or
you out
was
of the
she a
place?
little
Yeah.
upset?
Yeah,
that
probably
she
a
didn't
little
get
bit.
an
I mean, she
opportunity?
texts me. She's like, "When are you coming home?"
Yeah.
Are you drinking soda? Are you drinking a lot of soda?
I don't.
Yeah.
You did in Vegas, though.
It's like one or two.
Yeah.
No, you're pretty well
I was a
behaved
dirty
in
whore.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet
I
you
drink a
would.
lot of beer.
Ruvakaba in Vegas is great because
He's a whore.
he's quiet and intense, and you don't know if he hates every one of you or he's really upset at that dealer.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
always
that's
upset at somebody.
That's just blackjack.
And he's
I get into it.
He's a great traveler. He's one of my favorite people to travel with because he's just like, hey, cool, whatever, 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
To be fair, you've traveled with 4 people in your life.
No, what I will say, the group that we had, and specifically just traveling with you two, has
Yeah.
just been my favorite because we don't really plan anything. We just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, we just go.
Yeah.
We just go.
We just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And
There's
like,
nothing to. I mean, it's like what's the worst that's gonna happen? What's the best that's gonna happen?
Exactly.
Now you and I playing blackjack,
That's something else.
I detected some animosity.
No.
Did he do the grunts? I asked him about this last week. Did he do like the?
He
Mark?
did. Come on, he did some grunts. You
Yeah.
did some grunts.
Maybe like under
There
my
was some
breath.
grunting.
You hit on
Because
like
I
a
would
or
lean
something?
on him for advice.
Yeah.
And if I didn't take his advice, he would get upset because
never take my
sometimes.
advice.
You take it personally. You're like, fine,
Because
Mark.
I got the feeling that sometimes your advice was like you thinking more about what card you're going to get than what card I'm getting. Because I was sitting in front of him, so I was dealt first, and so he's kind of watching my cards, and so he'd say, "Oh, it's Santa," and I'm like, "I think I might let it ride." So I might hit a 5, and he's like, "Oh, that was going to be my 5," but I ended up winning money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Next time I'll just go in front of you.
That's what I.
Yeah,
The next
yeah,
time, that's what we did. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it like all the advice I was giving you was just like buy the book, and that's
Right.
probably safe, but then also you're there to play for yourself.
I wanted to know the rules,
Yeah.
and then occasionally I would break
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Well, when we were doing that video blackjack, because I'm too afraid to do the real tables, I came close. We can go into that.
Ken
But-
doesn't
come
like
on.
to get
yeah,
around people.
but Grace
I
was,
used to be like you. But
Grace
we'll
was
get
playing the video, and then she'd be like, "I got 19. I'm gonna hit." I'm like,
Oh.
And then I got a 2. I'm like, "Grr." Now she thinks she's doing the right thing.
Yeah. I too like to live dangerously.
Yeah. That's the first thing. I'll stay.
Yeah.
You have 5, sir. I also 20 beats your 5.
But I don't know about you, I'd never played video blackjack before because
Yeah.
Ken sold me on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And man, did I have a great time. And I won a lot of money playing video blackjack.
That's
Those
how I
ones.
started.
Those are relatively new machines,
Because
too.
I used to be like you, where I didn't want to go to the table, and then I think it was the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Where you got me on the table finally, and now that's all I do.
yeah.
I
That's
was so
great.
close.
Yeah.
I was so close. At one point, this guy got a call from his drug dealer, and he got up and he disappeared for like 25 minutes.
Like, I got to go somewhere.
And then we started losing.
Yeah.
Then David on our table, our new buddy.
Ellis looks at me and
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
"Cover for me for a couple hands." And I turned around and I looked at this pile of money and I went, but I want to, but I want to. But
I was
can't."
like, Napzok, get your glove, right field.
Rudy.
So you did play hands? You didn't play?
No, I did not. Because it was your money.
Okay.
But the table is great because you guys are fun to play with. This guy, every blackjack dealer in town wants to marry him.
Yeah.
He's over there, but they're more scared
I do
of
well
you.
with parents
Yeah.
and with blackjack dealers.
Yeah.
Not
was
the
the-
actual female conquest themselves.
You were literally the best because one of the tables we went on, I immediately had a bad feeling about it because
I got a bad
the
feeling about
dealer was just stone cold. First of all, they all had masks on, so you couldn't even see their
I know who you're
expressions.
talking about. That was a tough
That was
cookie
at
to break.
I think
At
New York,
yeah.
And like she was just like, okay, dealing. Like she just no energy, nothing like that. Mark started talking, she would be like, okay. But then just like within like 5-10 minutes, she was laughing and getting into it. I'm like, oh fuck, he's opening her up.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna start winning. I didn't win.
You lost
but
hundreds
still,
of dollars
Yeah,
after
lost
that.
a lot
She
of
was
money.
like warming up like my dad's old lawnmower, where you're just priming that thing for
Just keep
hours,
going.
and it's like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to see my friends tonight, am I?
But
It's the best.
That last night at the Park MGM,
Park MGM, yeah.
you like killed the blackjack dealer at one point. She stopped
She
dealing
stopped.
Yeah.
I was
and
there.
like fell back and was clapping like just she could not do her job.
It's like watching.
So they slip up.
Yeah.
And that's where you get them.
And then the pit
Take
boss
it
was
to
like,
21. Take it to 21.
The pit boss,
You've earned it.
Who looked like a part-time MMA fighter.
Yeah.
No, you should tape those as your other specials. Because it's some of your best material, and he slides in his first joke usually is about, I'll see you home tonight, honey, about being married to her.
I open with, I'll see you later on tonight, or how are our kids doing?
Yeah.
Or if I lose money, I always like to make the joke out of the gate that, it's all going to the same bank account anyway. And then we'll improvise from there.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It was really
together.
fun to watch. 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Still there.
That's what I love about Las Vegas. Like there's nothing better than get back to your hotel room. You got a couple beers in the fridge, and then the sun is starting to come up, and you're like, what galaxy do I live in? But I'll take it.
Yeah.
Those blackout curtains
Yeah.
they had at the Park MGM were crazy.
Oh my god! The first morning that I woke up, it was so dark. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I woke up early, and I was like, "Oh, it's 9:30.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta get up."
Yep,
10:45
that'll do
for
it.
me.
All right, but we do have to ask Cody a very important question. I don't know if y'all covered this last time. The first time that Mark did a joke that wasn't purely his on stage.
Oh, did we talk about that?
No.
This
Oh,
is crazy.
okay.
Yeah.
I
All
love
right.
it.
Who has the? I think Christian has the right to tell the story.
Okay.
Because I took some liberties that I didn't check in with him first about. Now I will just preface your story by saying this: I've never once stolen a bit from anybody. I've never taken a bit from anyone, other than the one time me and a bunch of my friends did a corporate gig, and we all made a pact that we were going to do one Argus Hamilton joke during the set.
Okay.
That's different.
That's always fun to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's paying respect.
And that I actually did Argus's great Vegas joke, where it's like if you see a sign on a wall and it says you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And Argus like, so I called it and I said, I got a 10 and a 6. What do I do? Yeah. But so anyway, so the scenario is.
So the scenario is that we did talk about last week was that I in Vegas I became obsessed like pure like my new love in Vegas is lazy rivers.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just I've
Mine
been on
too,
them.
yeah.
It's a brilliant concept.
I've been on them before, and like I didn't know I wanted it until I had it, and then when I had it, I never wanted to let it go.
We were searching for it 2 years ago. And
Yes.
we were actually too lazy to do the
Yeah.
Lazy River then.
It took a pandy for us to do it.
Yeah.
After the pandy, but you won me because I knew I would like a Lazy River. I didn't know how much I'd like it until I met you.
Yeah. So we're in the lazy river.
Yeah.
And we're just because we didn't end up getting tubes. We were just walking it, which is just as great.
We're very cheap
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
Lazy
And
You
It's
like
a
do the
lazy
thing where
cheap
you like
river.
you like trying to jump up a little bit. It feels like you're coasting.
Yeah,
Like you jump because the current like carries you.
Yeah, you
Oh,
go,
it's the
you
best.
turn around a little bit. Yeah,
Sore the
yeah.
next day with the muscles working?
Oh no.
No, but you can turn around if you try to go the other way.
Oh,
It's
get
a
it.
workout.
It
Yeah,
hurts.
that's where you still
Yeah.
work
Workout.
back.
Yep.
Ellis is practicing his mime work.
I did some box jumps in the Lazy River.
Yeah, it's a
just
good workout.
fly back.
You can do laps, just do it backwards.
Yeah.
You get that workout. And so I was saying, like this is like, if there was an afterlife, it would be this.
Okay,
like
yeah.
not be like, no family, nothing. Like this is where I'm zen. This is where I'm peaceful, and this is where I would be happy.
Just
the
an
whole
eternal
time.
Lazy River.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think did I mention like I want this is where I want to die and like be buried like a Viking funeral, and
Right.
then they shoot the arrow, or was that you?
We said that
I
was at
said
Nacho
the
Dad.
Viking funeral.
said the
thing.
Viking funeral.
So we're seated at the bar at Nacho Daddy, which if you're ever in Vegas, partake. Nacho Daddy. And we're ordering all sorts of different nachos, and we're all just getting sloppy on cheese and chips
daddies too.
and a lot of daddies there too.
Okay.
And so we were regaling our love of the Lazy River to everybody else in the group, which numbered like 6 total people. So we're just kind of telling everybody what a great time we had.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he wants that to be the afterlife.
Yeah.
And then you and I just collectively started thinking like, what if that was your funeral?
Yeah, right.
Where you put it in and it's like a
arrow.
white trash. I remember saying the term white trash Viking funeral.
Right.
Yes.
Where you probably
say
added the
that.
arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'd be very offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's where that came from.
That's where that came from. Okay.
And
yeah.
I got to say, because it was me, Grace, Jen Morrow, Roger Craig Smith, and you two clowns having nachos. Just
Great crew.
I great time. And I think I saw Jen's name in chat there.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah,
Hi, Jen.
Jen's there.
We're
So
all drinking Woodford Reserve.
calm it down. Put some ice in there.
She said, "I'm honored to have been there at the funeral plans moment in the river."
Yeah, just
Proof.
But
Proof.
I got to tell you something. You are not a bit stealer at all. So I don't want to insinuate that. But I saw the moment happen, and I kind of thought, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. And I've been, and it's not. Look, I feel like his lawyer. I don't see you doing 5 minutes anytime soon. So I think your brain,
no.
sometimes thinks.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
they're
then
not-
that night,
Yeah.
that's the night that these jokers came to see me at the comedy club.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it in the shower, and I was like, "There's something funny there."
Yeah, you were.
And I can't remember what it was.
Dirty boy.
Yeah, then I cleaned myself off.
Yeah.
And there was I can't remember what it was about the end, because like I was just still feeling out my set in Vegas.
Yeah, you were.
And
In the shower.
that's what I call this, is my set in Vegas. I'm gonna go work on my set in Vegas. I'm gonna go beat that around
I'm
for a
gonna
little
go
bit.
just
Yeah.
polish the set a little bit. Yeah. Really just.
And so I closed with like I was in the lazy river, and but the other true thing about that morning is that we did see an old leathery cowboy looking guy
Yes.
that looked dead. 'Cause he was not moving for a long time, and so we thought he was
Just floating.
dead. And then
Died that
the
way.
joke was, and I was like, well, maybe he actually was dead, but it was like he died a week ago, and this is what his family wanted for him.
Yeah.
Is that they wanted him to have this white trash Viking funeral, and the bit worked okay.
Pulled him
I didn't do it
in.
again. I didn't do it again. But then
Lazy
the
river.
mistake that I made is that the whole time I had planned on texting Rubalcaba,
Yeah.
either on the walk to the club or once I got in the green room, and I just never had the opportunity. And by the time I was about to go on stage, like 10 minutes, I don't want to text somebody who's in the showroom, because then they're going to have to take their phone out, or they're just not going to see it.
I mean-
I just want to be like, hey, is it cool if I try to work that Viking funeral bit out?
I mean, I would have said no, but no, I'm kidding. No, it didn't even hit me until
and if
after.
you were a comic, I would have never
Yeah.
touched it.
No, of course, but I didn't
If
even
you were
like,
funny, he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, of course
That's
not.
what he's
Yeah.
saying right now.
Well, yeah.
It didn't even dawn on me until like
Yeah.
after I was just like, oh, it was like seeing an Easter egg in like a
Yeah.
Marvel movie. Like, oh, hey.
I probably told you, hey, sorry I stole your bit, and then he got mad. Then you're like, wait a minute, he did steal
Well,
my
I
bit.
remember because you texted both of us, and you got off stage. We're clapping, fuck it, you're funny and all that crap.
Yeah.
And,
Good job.
Ken has a very begrudging clap.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
pants.
5 seconds after everybody
Yeah.
else.
My pants vibrate, and I'm not gonna pull. The Quinn. I hadn't seen Quinn perform in years. I used to see him back in the day.
Very
so he
funny
had a great
comic,
set,
yeah.
and then the show ends, and I pull the phone, and it's the confession right there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he got off. He was like stepping off stage. Ed McMahon
That
was
was like
still
the
saying
first text
3
I saw.
3/4 stars, and you were texting.
It's also a very like I think you said like afterwards, like when we were out to dinner, it's like it's not like you can tell that joke and like it's a very specific.
You can do
joke.
a sketch around that. I'm
can do a
imagining
sketch
like
around that, yeah.
they're at like a funeral,
Yeah.
and like in Brad's Last Wishes, where that he had a Viking funeral in his
Yeah.
favorite place.
I don't hate
a
that
lazy
as a-
river.
as a
And he
Wanger
just goes
sketch.
around as they're giving
We
like
can-
fucking funeral speech.
Yeah.
Just go back to
keeps
Park
going
and
around
Jam.
the river.
I
I'm
don't-
sure they can let us film there for.
I don't hate that
the
idea.
cost of a
Yeah.
of a
Well, the
cabana.
Lazy River opens at 10. So we get there at 8.
Lazy river.
Yeah.
We'll just get a cabana and that's our budget.
Oh,
Like, just
yeah.
let us film.
Just let us film.
Did you tell them how much cabanas were?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
It's a
insane.
lot.
Yeah, but actually, because like we heard the initial thing, because I walk up there, big money bags. I'm like, well, we're thinking about a cabana for tomorrow. Then
Joke
they said
thief
it,
over here.
and then him and I just held each other for a good 5 seconds, and we're like, I
No,
can't.
we played it cool because he was like, "Oh, 1,600." We were like, "Oh, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not bad."
That
I'm like,
all?
I have some other offers on the table.
Yeah. We're looking at Park MGM for that their cabana, and we walked away. And we were like,
Yeah.
I've been upgraded to the Flamingo. Considering
But then we did the math, and it's like, well, if you do it per person,
yeah.
it's only like $160,
huge-
and
yeah,
half of
yeah.
that is food and beverage, which we're going to just
you
drink.
were
Yeah.
trying to
So-
recruit all of us into your
Yeah,
cult.
because if it was us that were at Nacho Daddy
Yeah.
and then Brian and Laura were out there too, and you split that, it was like
Right.
at least
Yeah.
8 people.
Yeah.
9 people.
But at some point, I got to like collect myself and go take a nap and do a show.
Do a show.
And I don't know that would have happened if there was college football on Saturday, which is when we were thinking about doing. And then so it just wouldn't have been a productive idea.
I did take a nap after Nacho Daddy, and that was
Oh yeah, I took a nap every day in Vegas.
so.
And I always
just
took the same one. I took the one where it's like 5 p.m. And it's just it's the best.
Yeah.
It's still a little
5
light
p.m. nap,
outside.
interesting.
Yeah.
Then you wake up and it's completely night, and you're
Wow.
like, now it's
Now it's
it's
time
like I
for
slept all
comedy.
night.
Now it's time to fuck.
Now it's time to steal
time
some
to go.
beds.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's okay. If you want anything else, I started writing.
Yeah, you
after
got
that.
any
So I
jokes?
called him my head writer for the rest of the night, and I gotta say, my head writer, a little lean on material.
If you're
since
ever
the whole-
hosting like a TV show, like we can work something out. You
Yeah.
know, I've
And
got
some monologue jokes.
I throw in some shitty jokes so you
Yeah.
can purposely throw out. You know,
Shitty jokes are the fun ones to do.
Yeah.
Because they just don't work. You do the Johnny Carson mic tap, and it's even better. Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, but I missed out the river. I apologize.
Yeah, we didn't get a knapsack. Didn't get a knapsack at the Lazy River.
We thought about it Friday. Grace doesn't like to do this thing called waking up.
Okay.
So she
Yeah.
got it. But
Wait,
It's an issue.
yeah.
I had wake me up. I did have the trunks, but
You walked around Vegas just like, do I want to go? Wearing the trunks.
I'm wearing the trunks.
That was even him at night. It was just a bathing suit and the zinc oxide on the
It's
nose.
2 in the morning. He's just like,
Sir, you can have your floaties on the entire time of the day.
I'm ready if I want to do it.
Just don't do it. I don't do it well.
Okay.
I don't take the shirts off. I'm a bit of a chunky monkey.
Oh, dude.
And I don't like to
No,
do it.
we all just embraced it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the most
I saw the
self-conscious
picture.
person.
It was great.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
guys look really happy.
I'm very intrigued and I want to try.
But this is the great thing about going to Las Vegas in a lazy river situation is that however bad you might feel about your body, somebody there is doing it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like the
just,
lady
just
who,
stand next to them.
Trust me, I've
The,
stated
the liberal lady. Yeah.
Oh my
We told
God.
that
You
story
told
last
that
week.
story. That was
Yeah.
great. That was great.
What are you, a liberal? I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You made a couple leaps there.
giant
For anybody that didn't watch last week, some lady extended her hand on the lazy river and was giving high fives.
She was drunk and trying to high five everybody,
Yeah.
and so it's like instantly. Even her boyfriend is like, jeez.
chill, bitch.
Yeah.
He didn't say that, but you
You can see it
wanted
in his
to.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And then
guys.
Mark was like, I won't high five you. I'll go for the fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you must be one of them liberals.
Yeah.
Safe assumption to make.
My favorite, as I afterwards,
fist
I was
bump
like,
party.
well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, she pegged me right, to be fair. Yeah.
But it's still like,
yeah. Then her
Okay.
boyfriend's like, you starting shit, Laureline?
yeah. He's like, shut up, bitch.
Laureline.
Yeah.
He turned into Freddy Krueger. He's
I don't
like,
want to have to finish more fights for you.
welcome to prime time, bitch. But yeah, that lady that sat next to us on just like the lounge chairs, she was being mean to her too.
Melody?
Just an unpleasant
Melanie or
person, it
Melody?
seems
No,
like.
Melanie was the
Blackjacker.
fucking bitch that was hitting me on the blackjack table.
Melanie was.
Yes,
Yeah, Melody was great.
Was the one hitting on me.
Ah.
He was not. She had a boyfriend too.
Yeah, Melody's boyfriend showed up. And, but, like, first of all, I
I was like, who's this guy? No, man.
Melody was great. But then
She
her
was really
boyfriend shows up. And her boyfriend's a sweetheart. I'm like, I'm rooting for these two.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was a insurance. I don't know what he did. I
Wait,
didn't ask.
he was boring as sin, but
Yeah.
he was just.
The first thing we saw, she busted out because at the park, or no, it was the Signature where the lazy river was. They had just waiters and waitresses like walking around and giving you beer when you can order on your phone and whatnot. And
I ordered ice.
he did order. They give you buckets of ice. And before we didn't even see anybody drop them off. Like she pulled it like from below her seat like a giant plate of nachos, just like Hermione's purse in Deathly
Oh, I didn't
Hallows.
see
Just,
that.
like pulled it out.
Purse nachos?
Yeah,
I didn't see any of this.
Such a
it's just
magical place.
huge
No.
chunk of just nachos.
God, nachos are great.
No daddy,
It's the best.
but it was a nacho.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Guys, if you ever want to go to a lazy river that's not 4 hours away, but that's 45 minutes to an hour east.
I have a feeling
won't
we're getting
do
a
it.
Morongo
I
ad.
won't do
Nope.
it.
San Dimas' Raging Waters, guys,
will
has
never.
a lazy river over
That
there,
is
guys.
probably that's
Right next to
disgusting.
my home.
They have the,
Come on.
is it the competitive lazy river? Because Water Country
Like
USA.
dueling lazy
used to
lazy
have-
Are you racing in the lazy river? What's going on here?
No, it's great because there is a current and it's basically
Yeah.
like 5 pools on different levels, and eventually your tube will hit a slide that goes down into the next one. So you can just chill and relax, and you just. But like us idiots in high school, we go to Water Country in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we would race each other to see who could get to the bottom first.
Oh,
So we
okay.
basically exercise, like you're frantically like paddling and stuff, and it was always a good time. And then we'd also fight each other in the jet stream because you could get big tubes where it's like 6 of you, and it was literally like as soon as you get in there, it's just on. Anything. It was like Woodstock '99. We're just punching people and kicking everyone, and it's just like whoever survives to
Rolling
the
in
end of the jet stream.
feces.
You got kicked out a lot.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite like water park slide activity? Do you like the straight down drop? Do you like the half pipe, the bowl?
Straight down drop. I still don't understand how I've
Scary.
survived.
I know, me too.
me tell you
I do it
How
every
does
time. I
gravity
don't know.
even work?
I
I
know.
do not know.
I've
Crazy.
never been on one.
Yeah.
I've seen those
No, no.
ones where they get in the containers and there's like a platform here, and they
Yeah.
literally close it,
Yeah.
and then it just drops,
Oh, it's
and then
the
you
best.
drop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Crazy.
no turning back.
Crazy people.
I just like a good old wave pool.
Wave pools are
Wave
great
pools
too.
are pretty scary though.
They're dangerous
waves
now
are-
Don't
because
be an amateur.
everybody's got cell phones.
Our films.
Nice.
No.
And that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the lifeguards could not care less.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think Amber hates lazy. I mean,
I'm still clocked in at Water Country USA. That's how much they don't care
I
about
think
their
Amber.
lifeguards.
Two
I think Amber
decades,
said she almost drowned in a wave pool one time, and like her mom just like
That's the
left
fun
her.
of a wave pool.
Yeah.
It just
You might
Jack's
die.
dying.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, you want to look God in the eye?
Yeah.
Go to a wave pool.
The only
You want to
ride.
talk to God?
You'll see the
Bellag?
fucking universe.
The only ride I remember from Raging Waters was like the speed ride, because that would fuck your back up.
Yeah.
This is why I've never done a water ride because of I'm afraid I'll hit a
No, it
screw.
hurts.
It hurts.
You leave and there's like bruises and scratches all over your back, but you know.
Yeah, you're getting beat up.
Yeah.
And you're getting just the most wet, disgusting cheese fries.
Yeah.
And
Not to mention the water is probably
Come
really
on.
Oh, I'm sorry. And the
gross.
Vegas one wasn't dirty.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
mean,
guys.
It was the
Where
park
do you
signature.
think-
It was the
Come
MGM
on.
signature.
Come on.
Christian, you do not want to walk down this road. You do
Yeah.
not want to walk
I
down.
drank the water and I was
Vegas, one of
fine.
the dirtiest places in the world.
Christian and Brian had a water drinking contest.
We were spitting in each other's mouths. It was fun.
I did text Roger Craig Smith. I said, "Are you going to COVID River, USA?" He said, "I'm skipping this one out."
I
Yeah.
wore my mask.
Hey, we all
Underwater.
got out of that damn town.
Yeah.
Scot free.
I didn't have sniffles.
No
I
variant.
had a little bit of the sniffles.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I felt great, and I was in the black hole on Monday after you all left.
Yeah.
I did it all, man.
Hey, no Raider fans
I
taking
might be
zinc.
immortal.
You might be a vampire.
Do you guys want to like get weapons and try to kill me with them?
Try it.
We can
yeah.
try it. I
Be a
got
fun
Next
episode.
week on the
I
Wanger
got
Show, we
garlic.
kill Mark Ellis.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the next sketch right
Patreon
there.
bonus.
Hey, just if one of the weapons accidentally, if we find out I'm not immortal and I do die,
Yeah.
Christian, I
They're a real
think you know how to do the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stealing his bit when I die.
We're gonna bury
Like
him.
he's never gonna forgive me because I died first, and so I'm like, I want the lazy river.
Just one blessing of holy water. The whole lazy river is just
Yeah.
holy. Right there.
Rubocaba refused to attend Mark's funeral because he stole his death idea.
What was all the drama there?
We could make like a whole fake sketch on that, on how you stole a joke.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
And how it just goes down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I just love the visual of the body just floating
Going
there
around.
all
I'll
the
tell you
time
what.
until it decomposes.
Catlin Tully's uncle throwing the air, pulling the fire arrow,
Not
hitting
being
it.
able to hit it. I remember that.
Every time it comes around, try to get it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Season 1, episode 4.
That was season,
season
3, episode
3.
2.
That was the Battle of
Way
Blackwater.
Yeah,
You
maybe
idiot.
Christian, yeah.
That's the one where it
Fucking
started?
loser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew that.
I had to write for Versus on Rotten Tomatoes. I had to picked up for another season on Peacock. I had to I wrote Game of Thrones versus Walking Dead. And
Okay.
man, there's so much that I don't know. Those names were I'm like, wait, what's a
come on.
Targaryen? Is that
It's
a
dangerous.
dragon?
I've seen like YouTube talk shows talk about Game of Thrones and not know what they're talking about. And
I
then
think
the
we have some
fans
friends that have attempted that.
reach out,
Yeah.
and it's a little dangerous.
And that friend went to me for comfort, and I said, "You said that about the Tower of the Joy? Quit now! Quit now!"
I remember multiple conversations like because Schmoes tried to review Game of Thrones as it happened for a season because it just got such big YouTube. And I remember one time Christian couldn't do it for some reason, so he called me. He's like, "Hey, can you handle this one solo?" I'm like, "No, I cannot." I'm like, "No, I'm not getting in front of that camera." And
I did a trailer reaction with Christian for like, I don't know, I think it was like season 7, like, and it was the teaser trailer,
Right.
And so I don't even think it was like material from the show. There were just promotional stuff. And one
Right.
of the shots, it was like Cersei blowing out like ice.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
like
right,
breath
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. And I was like, "Ooh, is she gonna team up with a White
a White
Walker?"
Walker? Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, it's an Icebreakers commercial." You know, just making like little
Making
jokes.
fun.
Right.
And then everyone's like, "Really? Teaming up with the White Walkers? You fucking idiot!
Let
Teaming
me-
up with the Whites?
Let me tell you about those damn trailer
They're
reaction
called whites.
videos.
Oh.
They're whites with W-I-T.
Yes,
WIT.
yes, yes,
they are
yes.
whites.
Yeah, those trailer reaction videos. Let me tell you about that. I don't
Please
got
do.
anything.
I was ready to be told.
Oh, we all know.
gave you the floor.
I was
Yeah,
ready.
we all know. No,
We
absolutely.
combined, I think Cody and I might be like experts on trailer reactions and editing
We might be
trailer
two
reactions.
of the most hated trailer reactors, I think. When you take our Spider-Man one and
is
then
true.
you take our Super Smash
Super
Brothers
Smash
one that we
Brothers.
did at Collider.
Yeah.
Your Spider-Man one got destroyed. It was
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
very proud of it.
Yeah.
I am
That's
very
the
proud of
weirdest
it.
thing.
end result, I think it turned out fine.
I was hated for a while with the
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, but also one.
Yeah.
They had Grace and I do one.
a good
With
one.
the Mamma Mia.
I think it was the Pokemon movie.
What?
Grace and I, they make.
Interesting.
We heard you guys are dating. Why don't you sit down and do one? It'd be cute. And we're like, we don't watch this shit. We reacted, and then in the same comments. You know, you're talking over it.
Yeah.
You just never know which fan bases are going to really have the most claws. Because, like, remember when Venom came out and it was the same time, or like, I think the Venom trailer dropped the same time as the A Star Is Born trailer, and Lady Gaga's fans were going after Venom fans. because they're like, don't watch that movie, come see this movie.
It's Lady Gaga fans.
Or
and
no, it
Game
might
of
have been
Thrones
Taylor
fans.
Swift fans with Cat. I can't remember, but it was like
Tay-Tay?
It was they were like
everything.
everybody that like saw Venom, or everybody that like
Yeah.
liked Venom, that they're like, you're wrong, like you got to go see this instead.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want
just-
to mess with Swifties.
No, they come in full force.
Like,
man.
and we know people that generally do trailer reactions, and they might have like genuine reactions. I think a lot of it's phony. I think they kind of
the thumbnails are authentic.
They authentic.
No,
Yeah.
we do know, and I feel bad because I think some of them listen. They're like, "Wow, Ken hates me." No, you guys do it well, and it's a thing that does very well.
You don't like them.
No, I like the people.
Say how you really feel.
Never watched one of their trailer reviews.
But it's successful.
Last trailer reaction that I did.
The last one that you did for was
like
it for
sincerely
Collider or
had to
Schmoes?
do
It had to have been for Schmoes.
Sincerely, it was.
Give us like the year.
Well, no, I won't tell you.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta-
give us
you
the
gotta
year.
guess,
It's gonna be like 2018, 2019.
2019.
It wasn't like Endgame.
Endgame. No.
No.
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
There we go.
Chicago.
yeah.
The morning,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
morning
that makes sense.
of us taping the special that night. That's when the trailer dropped. Because like I could have gone to the whole hall, and I was like, I'd
You
rather
did,
sleep.
yeah.
And but I watched it from my hotel, and so I did a reaction and put it up on whatever our channel was called then. and it did well. No, because I seriously can't it might have been Schmoes. No,
There's
it
a
might
lot
have
of
been,
the Schmo Plus.
There's Schmo Plus.
Entertainment.
Schmo movies.
Yeah.
Platter extras.
Schmomadium is a new element. That's gonna be
Schmomadium?
Schmomadium.
That sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
but
Lazy
yeah,
Schmoes
and I
River.
love the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved, hearing Palpatine's laugh at the end. And so, but there is like a classic trailer. If you're making fun of trailer reactors, that's that thumbnail. It's because I'm like, because I'm like so
It's just-
excited.
the big expression
Yeah.
because
Those are the only ones that do it for me.
I think it just it really died for me when we were at Collider because
Now it's work.
well, I mean, the work of it too
No,
was
it's easy. It's
so
an easy
fucking
video to
It's
edit.
the easiest thing
Yeah.
to do. In fact, it was more exciting because it was like trailer drop. It felt like a newsroom. Like we gotta go, we gotta go. I actually kind of liked that. That was fun.
There was some of that where you're
Yeah.
breaking news. That was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't like having to go around the office like, can you do this trailer action? And then to be like, ugh, I can't right now. It's like this is literally your job.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
man.
It's not my job. It's my job to edit it. I'm
Once
just
they had us start doing them, that's when you know we had a problem.
yeah.
You have the editors do their own trailer
Yeah.
at this company.
But it's footage of you editing while you're watching it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm trying
So-
to get something done here.
Yeah.
So like I think the moment that it like they officially like died for me was when I like went
Don't
to
say
some
Mark.
I
Don't
won't
say Mark.
I won't
Don't
say
say Mark.
no, I won't say anybody's name. But I went to this person and I was like sorry, like you're the person. They were like, fine. And they went over, they did the trailer reaction. He was like, let's go. Hey guys, how we doing? Ready to
Yeah,
react to it?
right,
And it's
right,
just
yeah.
like, it's just so phony.
Yeah.
It's also phony.
It's also fake.
And that's a very small like
Yeah.
section of the internet. Like I think genuinely everybody that does those reactions are excited. I think they are hamming it up a little bit, but
Sure.
hey,
There's definitely hammering involved.
Yeah.
I believe my exact phrasing when y'all would ask me is like, is it going to make your job easier if I do this?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
and I
never
appreciated
really
that.
wanted to
Yeah,
do
What a
it
hero.
I will say,
ever, unless it was Star Wars.
Roca
when I was-
Roca was always like, yeah, I'll do it. Like
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
wanted that screen time,
Yeah.
and so, and I appreciated that because he would
made
just
your
do it.
job
Like
easier.
no,
he can.
no
he-
arguments.
he's a boisterous individual
Yeah.
on camera, so he can do that. He's a great trail reactor.
yeah.
You go-
JT's a great thumbnail. If you could combine
forgot about those.
JT's thumbnail
Oh,
game
James-
with
I
forgot
Roca's
about
trailer
those.
reaction game, then you gotta win.
I apologize for turning you down every time.
That's fine. I understand. But Senior Film brings it up. It died for Christian on the airplane. Yeah.
Oh, when you were forced to do one
the
on the
Last
airplane?
Jedi
Yeah.
trailer reaction.
yeah.
It's a good idea.
It was a fun concept because
Yeah.
we all sort of realized at the same time, wait, we're flying back from New York Comic Con. The trailer's going to drop Monday Night Football. We're flying back on an airplane. We have JetBlue, so we have the little TVs in the back.
Yeah.
This could actually be. I love the concept. I cannot imagine the production nightmare it was.
I think that did a great job.
You didn't want to be a part of it because you had to watch
I
it.
just didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I could've-
That was your big issue, is that
Yeah.
you didn't want to watch any of the trailers.
Oh, if
That's right.
like that told me I had to edit it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's no problem. I don't think I would ever complain
Yeah.
about like doing my job. That it was
Right.
when someone told me it was like, no, this is your job.
Did you-
have to train?
You're an anti-trailer.
Yeah.
Did you just stare at like the back of the other?
No, I
chair?
did watch it, but we were on a fucking airplane, and it's so I didn't hear anything. I couldn't hear what the trailer,
Right.
what was happening. I just heard Adam Driver say, you're nothing. You're not.
Right.
Or whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah, and it's The Last Jedi. It was more of like a quiet trailer, like
Yeah.
building up suspense, and you just hear like this airplane.
Yeah. And then I flipped the bird, and I was like, oh, I was just like, fuck you. But then Dad put it in, and then people in the comments thought that was funny. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
you
So
go. Yeah.
Then they do the reaction of everybody at Lucasfilm watching all the reactions, so they see you flipping them off. They're like, "Whoa!"
What pissed me off about that, we got home super late, tired. Like we've been in like New York for like a fucking week.
Yeah.
And they did an outro at the airport while like we have all the bags and we still have to go to Collider to drop off all the luggage.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go fucking home. We don't need an outro.
Yeah.
No outro's needed, but they did it.
No.
Yeah, you can
Thing
see
of
the
the
letters.
Yeah. Subscribe and review, whatever.
Nick brings up the moment where trailer reactions died for me. It's when this was probably 5 years ago. I was at Screen Junkies with JT and we reacted to a deleted scene from BVS.
Yeah.
And like
remember
he's
that.
like, hey, I got this set up. You want to do this? I'm like, no. But he needed someone to talk to. So I was just there. So I did this fucking video with him. And the clip was like 15 seconds long. And we did like, must have been like 6 or 7 minutes analyzing it. And midway through that, I'm just like, this is the worst fucking thing in the world. This is literally the worst video
Doesn't
of all
that video
time.
have like so many?
Yeah,
does
and,
that shit
half the comments are like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, I agree. I agree with you guys. I don't know what any of this shit is. This is all silly.
Should we react to you guys reacting right
No.
now?
We should do a reaction to that bit.
Just me just fucking hating everything
See how
about
much
it.
how much
It's
milk
so
are they
bad.
pulling out of this 15 second
I'm
udder?
just
You can pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it
it's
up, and
fine.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
show
take
the
your
first
time.
frame.
Take your time because it was literally one of the worst production experiences of my life.
Oh, this is
shooting
gonna
that
be
stupid
great.
video. But yeah.
Those Batman v Superman fans are usually so reasonable.
Yeah, normally they're very welcome. They have whenever someone doesn't know everything, they're very welcoming about it.
That was always the thing I would
But,
strive to do is like make a point like, hey, I'm not like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like I'm not an expert. I just enjoy the show.
They don't hear that.
I enjoy seeing the faces and seeing how the faces react to situations.
Yeah.
And the guy with the fake hand.
Right.
And then it just like devolves into this. I can't believe he mispronounced,
Well, and,
Daenerys.
and none of these people understand what they're watching. They couldn't engage with the themes to save their life. They're just they're trivia answerers. Oh, you don't know that it's Mas Espa? They pod race at Mas Espa. Tell me the thematic reasons behind the race. They do it in Mas Espa.
Keep politics out of Game of Thrones. I don't want you getting political with my show about people vying for the king's throne.
Keep my politics out of a rebellion to topple a totalitarian government.
Yeah, no, it's tough, yeah.
Maybe
It might be God.
Yeah.
Maybe he took
It might
down.
be God.
Keep politics
Thank
out
God.
of Captain America, Civil War.
Yeah. So when we do those like fake trailer reactions, it's literally for our 10 subscribers.
Right.
And they enjoy
You
it.
have a much more popular channel than you give it credit for.
I mean, it's
and
fine.
you have great loyal fans.
That's the most.
We have a
beautiful
very
thing.
unsuccessful channel, but the fans are great.
I know
mean
that-
that
I know-
honestly,
Oh, yeah.
and, like,
I know that
genuinely.
feeling. I know that feeling.
We've been at-
everyone in the chat is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We talk in the Discord every day. They're
Yeah.
all cool fucking people.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's where I'm at.
I know
huh?
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes it worth it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'd rather have that than the millions of dollars to snort cocaine off of.
Yeah.
That's true.
Your fans are so good, you could probably make like a Patreon tier where it's just your menial day-to-day tasks. Like at the $50 level, you can babysit Grant for an afternoon.
Oh,
You
who
know?
would be
$75, you can do Christian's laundry.
Yeah.
Must be able to fly yourself here.
And get your own hotel.
There's a
and
lot of fine
food.
print we'll have Ken
Yeah,
read, but
Oh man.
not on all 48.
Yeah.
You guys got a great channel. It's
Y'all,
still
y'all
my
are
favorite
great.
channel.
Y'all are wonderful.
They really are. They really are some great fans.
And that's it shows too, when especially on the Spider-Man one, because they're like the first ones to comment, and they just totally get it. And then you get those ones who's like, why bother? This isn't a real react. Blah blah blah.
As long as you get that one good comment up top that everybody else liked, so that rises it to the top, and you're like, somebody's doing something right.
Yeah.
And then you get down to the riffraff. Then you get down to the swamp.
I just want, because I know they do these big compilation videos of trailer reactions, and it's it's all lined up and everything. I just want one of our stupid, shitty trailer reactions making fun of them,
get there.
or not making fun of, but poking fun at just the idea, and then just like us throwing in
It
there.
just sneaks in there.
We should take because Marvel does those where they compile all these things.
Yeah,
we
Star Wars
we
does
should
too,
totally just put everything in there. Be like, we made it in, guys. Look at it.
It's one of my favorite things. Like in the glory days, I don't know if he does it anymore, but watching Ben Meckler tweet about
he still does.
every MCU movie that
the
comes
best.
out, and he would just shoehorn something little in there, and it would still get picked up by like Variety and like the
that's great.
Twitter first reactions. Just comedy gold. And he was so good at doing it.
Oh man.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it firsthand, just coming out of a premiere and everybody on their phones doing their tweets. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
My favorite was like, I don't know what to say about it. I'm like,
Then don't say anything.
Then just don't say
There's
anything.
a party going on. There's free alcohol.
I am going to the alcohol line first.
Yes.
Rogue One, I executed to perfection.
Okay.
Read Catalyst.
Yeah, I walked right by Larry Kasdan.
You should.
Larry Kasdan and his wife
Yeah.
could not care less. You know why? Because there was a beer line.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to be first.
See?
And so I get there, I get my beers,
Yeah.
and then I go to the food, I get some short rib, and then and only then did I compose my spoiler-free tweet of Rogue One, which I can't remember what I said, but it was like, you feel the desperation, boots on the ground, of the, like whatever stupid.
All right, we're finding it now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Look it up because I got to go pee real quick.
Solo
so
premiere,
look it up.
I raced Larry Kasdan to the tri-tip. He won, and I was always bummed that Kasdan got to the tri-tip first. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. He's stepping over the cable before opening the door.
Wow,
that's a bold choice.
That's a
bold choice on his part, but
that's
his
a
leg
bold
is still
choice for
clear.
Ellis. He cleared it. Those box jumps
And he's
really
a
helping him
professional.
there.
We have a professional cable walker.
No, if you come back with a thing of ice.
Oh yeah, they're right here.
There's 6 in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe a thing of ice.
Yeah. Let's get some cups of ice in here, Mark.
Anyways, I was bad because it's part of the job, right? So I don't have a problem with it. You go to the premiere, you do your tweet. That's part of the business that you're supposed to do. Why is that viewed as true criticism of films? Is a problem? You know what I mean? So that's where I go with it. Like, why are we now basing things like that's now becomes the gospel that we all believe?
Yeah.
BS.
Crazy.
BS. I says. I don't know.
I do remember we're at that party because that was the only premiere that me and Christian I think ever went to was the solo one.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point I was like, oh cool, free beer. This is great. This is fantastic.
I got to go to the Power Rangers premiere because I'm like the only Power Rangers fan. So it's just like, just give this to me.
That's right. But we're at the solo one, and I remember like, this is great. This is like heaven on earth. We're getting free beer, free food, and they ran out of beer, and I was like, this is false advertising.
I went up and me and the bartender miscommunicated, and I said I'd like to get 2 rum and cokes, and he thought I said 4, and he goes, ugh. And he starts making 4, so I didn't stop him.
Yeah.
And I double fisted 2
You're just holding them like
in each hand, and I think I gave one to like Maude Garrett. It was Maude, hey, take a rum and
drink.
coke. and then it was a matter of how close would the bodyguards let me get to Amelia Clark?
Okay.
And then can I get back to the tri-tip before Kasdan, which is a 100% true story.
I think I remember just taking away like a little Lego Millennium Falcon.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
That was on my collider desk forever.
Oh, I remember a great little bit. We can laugh about. She'll laugh about this. We ran into Darina at that solo party.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'd only met Darina once or twice before that, and I totally forgot her name. She walked up. She's like, hey, guys. And I was like, hi. And she's like, Darina. I'm like, that's right. Hi. Hey, great to see you. Yeah. Did you like the movie? Yeah, it was so great.
I was at a party one time. It was Grace's friend's party. It was like a Hollywood event, and Ethan Irwin's wife, Meredith, who's a filmmaker herself. And if she sees me, a friend comes over. They're chatting with me. They're talking with me. I meet the friend. I forget her name. That's the point. Grace comes up and goes, hi, and I do this. Introduce yourself. And she goes, and Meredith goes, Meredith.
Oh, God. Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's right.
That's my go-to. It was like, oh, this is my girlfriend Amber. Mm-hmm. I just say that, and then she's like, hi, I'm Amber, and then we're like, hi, I'm Ted. Hi, I'm Steve.
It happens. I just don't have confidence. I'll remember the names. I'll be like, in my head, I'll be like, it's Darina. Dolores.
Yeah.
D. Debbie.
I went to a distant family member's wedding one time, and I was like, hi, nice to meet you, because I didn't think I'd met the person. He's like, I was at your wedding. I was like, fuck!
First mistake, Cody.
It was the most, I should have said, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
you know, something
never
like
say
that.
nice
Yeah.
to meet you. It's like, hey.
I fucked up. It was a horrible mistake.
The go-to is
I
always,
felt terrible.
hey, it's so nice to see you.
I was like, that's right. It was such a long. He's like, I totally understand. I just had mine. I totally get it. It's
Yeah.
fine. I was like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, this is horrible.
It's just, we meet so many people.
Darina was your name? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. Okay.
I'm the godfather of your child.
My name's Marissa. We're married.
I couldn't find Mark's tweet, by the way.
You're not having a whole lot of luck being a sleuth here.
We need an engineer. Alex Marzonia, where are you
We
at?
need to get him
Yeah.
Marzonia. Does he know OBS well?
I think so.
I think
Okay.
Alex does.
Yeah.
I might need to keep that resume on file.
My goal would be to. I want this show to be.
Actually brought the ice.
My
Nice.
show. My goal is.
wanna-
I want this to be a multi-switching
share
show
some of that?
at some point.
I would love that. I think
It's
that'd
so
be
much
great.
work,
I
but-
feel so bad for Alex, whoever ends up having to cut that, because how much crosstalk we have and all that
Yeah,
shit.
but we
you know?
don't. We also would be like cool with him.
Oh, I wouldn't be mad at him.
No.
I would feel he would get frustrated with us talking over each other.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
it is a lot.
We
of
don't want to
fun.
turn Alex into another Wanger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to a
we
Cody.
don't.
We don't want to
Yeah.
abuse him so
I've
much.
watched the light in both of your eyes go
Yeah.
out slowly over the years.
Yeah,
It's gonna
but now
happen
I feel like now that I'm getting close to 30, I think I
Man.
feel.
You're not looking good.
I know.
You look a solid 47.
I'm not as angry as I used
Yeah.
to be.
Okay.
No, not for the most part.
No. Maybe on the blackjack table, but
Yeah. When he does those
That's-
grunts,
You're not
man.
angry on the blackjack.
Yeah.
You're competitive.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what you are. You and me on the blackjack table are like if you're watching like a football game, which I've had on the whole time, and
Packers
it's
are
like
about
I'm the
to
quarterback and you're the receiver, and we were yelling at each other on the
Yeah.
sideline. So the press conference, that's all they're asking about.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on with you? It's like, no, we're fine. That's
Yeah.
what competition.
Oh no,
is.
yeah. You and me on the blackjack
Yeah.
table is good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The fact that I'm up 150 and you're
except
you know,
I'm like the corrupt cop that's on drugs all the time.
it's the job, Karen. I heard a lot of laughs coming from this room when I was gone.
I don't remember.
I heard,
I
the
don't remember
biggest-
any word that was said at all.
I heard the biggest laughs.
We
on
talk
this
about the
show.
solo premiere,
Were
all
you
the
for the
adventures,
Dorina
the
joke?
hijinks, the Dorina.
Oh, I don't think he was there. For
He
the
must have
Dorina
missed the
joke.
Dorina
Forgetting
joke.
That was a good
people's
one.
names. Are you good with remembering
Horrible.
people's names? Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, especially if you're in the chat or there you go, a chat or one of our
Nice.
Discord followers.
I
Yeah, go
wash
for
my
it.
hands.
No, I trust you.
don't think you did.
Don't be shy about introducing us with your real name and then going, "Hey, I'm so and so from
Yeah,
the
you're
chat."
getting your hands in there.
What's
Okay.
going on there?
I'll hold on to it. Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Ken. I didn't
Wow,
mean to
no,
cut you
just
off.
dump it in
Yeah,
there at an angle.
keep that cut. Yeah, move it back a little. I'm looking at the frame
You
right
look
now.
like a
move
high
it back,
school
Christian, a little bit towards
There you
Ken's
go.
crotch. Okay, there we go. That was-
Yeah, you look like a. You look
you
like
got
a.
Christian going like this.
You look, you're giving
Watch like
physicals
going
to the
like
high
that.
school boys team to make sure you can play this week. Turn and cough.
All right, one more
Wait.
Coors Light. Now let's check
Oh.
these kids for lice.
By the way, Robbie in the chat.
Hey,
Robbie
Robbie.
is a solid almost 30. Thank you, Robbie.
Robbie.
How do you
Robbie.
know?
Which
Robbie likes
Robbie?
me the most.
Robbie Ellis or Robbie Smith?
I think it's Robbie Smith.
or
It says
it's
the Robbie Minute. I see the profile.
He
photo.
says
Robbie
you're an
Ellis.
almost 30.
Oh, what's
Okay.
up, Robbie?
Look at that.
I think Robbie likes me the most. I'm just saying.
I don't know. If we had both of us to fly to Robbie's house in Eternia right now, it'd be a Sophie's choice for him.
I think both of you are competing for second place.
Yeah.
to be honest
You
with
really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be ski
Hey,
poles
Robbie.
over here
Love Robbie.
heading on down the hill, but I don't know. Maybe
I
maybe
just
you're
want
the
Robbie
ski
to
jump.
cook. I just want Robbie to cook for me. Bake for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get
Make
it.
that
I'll
food,
get a
please.
Discord DM from Robbie at 3 a.m. It's like vegan quesadillas with homemade guacamole sauce.
Love it.
I'm like, stop sexting me.
That's so good.
You know the key to Ken's heart.
Yeah.
See,
Speaking
the other
of,
good thing about the ice cubes in the beer is that when you're sipping it and you feel the cubes hit your, it feels like you're sipping a fancier drink than you are.
Oh, yes, you're
It
tricking your
does.
body.
I
Piece
feel
of
like
the-
I've got some kind of gin and something.
You talk about the light going out when you work for a Schmoes No production for too long. I just saw the light go back in because Ken now has a new lease on life, and
ready
its
to
name
react to some
is
Star Wars
Ice
trailer.
and Coors Light.
piece of that bird from Titanic.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, speaking of loving things, Ken,
Yeah, buddy.
you and the good people at Good People Association. You guys are
The great
good
people. They're very
Great
humble.
people. Very
Yeah.
humble. You, Josh,
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
Ikaika.
What's the name of the Ikaika?
My favorite.
He does most
My
of it.
favorite.
Oh, yeah.
He,
Ikaika far and
he
away.
does.
I want to hang out with
the
him.
work.
Yeah.
The light went out in his eyes about July.
So what?
We
That's
can
all
totally bond with
yeah.
him then.
That's
Yeah.
what we do. We just beat the light out of people. That's all we're on earth
So
for.
what took like 4 or 5 years for me and Cody?
He
to
got
like
it
4
right
or 5
away.
months with
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
happening
the
sooner.
spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's a
happening
smaller operation, and when
Yeah.
you're like, hey, can you get that photo up? We're 2 minutes into the live stream already.
So-
yeah, it's easy, right?
We need to get Ikaika on the show,
You can eat a giddy kike before.
and then just Ikaika tells all.
sooner. Yeah.
He would love
Oh,
to come
I don't
on.
hate that at all.
I fully endorse this. He can say all.
Okay.
Yeah. So we at the GPA, which by the way, the name is referring to our community. I did fight against 4 white guys naming their company Good People Association in 2021. I said that might be off. what our messaging
Yeah.
is. But it means the
Better
community.
than white dogs.
Yeah.
Well, I also did comedy for White Boy Comedy Productions for a long time, which was now probably doesn't stand up. Anyways,
Yeah.
The other one was Proud Boy Association. Yeah, we got ahead of that one. You got ahead of that one, like, guys, we
Proud Boys
can't
Comedy.
quite do
Our
that one.
jokes, what?
And we're boys.
We're proud of the
What's going
jokes.
on?
We're proud of our society.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
We're proud of everyone.
I'm proud of the jokes that I stole from a Latinx person.
Yeah.
it goes even deeper.
Yeah.
Anyways, little Joshy Makuga had a dream when we started this thing to build a board game, and we all went, "Okay, hit us." And then
He's the game guy.
he's a game guy, and then we came up with this idea of Futility, the actual game of living. Ellis has played it many times on the live streams.
I am
and
the reigning champion as far as I'm
yeah,
aware.
so we launched this Kickstarter for it. You can find the link is in the description below. And it is going great. We are over 40% funded. We've got about 38 more days, but we really need people to, even if you've already supported, or it's not just for you, not for you right now to support. If you don't mind sharing or posting it someplace, maybe there's a board game chat room or something or you're part of, or a family member, or even if you have like a boutique kind of toy shop like in downtown Carmel, and you sell artisan sweaters and little weird random independent board games, that we offer a level for the retail.
if you're Jeffrey the giraffe at Toys R Us,
exactly,
get it going.
And Sebastian Fila's in chat. He and his friends down there in Uruguay, this happened because of them. They reached out.
Shit.
Sebastian's been listening to us for a long time and supporting us, and he was like, "Hey, we do this." Because those graphics stuff, that's him and his team, and we just we're really happy. We're excited. We don't know what's going to happen. We hope it gets funded, and how it works at Kickstarter. If you don't fund it, we don't do it. We don't get the money. So we have some different support tiers, some fun stuff, some expansion packs and stuff we're going to be building if we hit those stretch goals. And it's been a lot of fun. And we in order for this to succeed, we do need the support of outside our own walls. Yeah. So that's why we're going around telling people about it.
Woo! That's so
I'm
exciting,
in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's great. I can't wait because I do believe in this. You guys are already at 40%, and only a couple days in. It's very exciting. Yeah. And if you guys want to help back this wonderful game, there is a link in the description. You should see something pop up on the top left or right here, too. You can also click there. Many ways that you can go and check that out and help support the good people. The proud boys.
The Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys over there. And
We're
the good people.
proud.
Yeah, we're proud. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Of course, it's a wonderful name to represent our community around our channel. Because much like you guys, YouTube's a slog, but we love, and a lot of the names I'm seeing here pop up: Sebastian, John Mariano, and Robbie Smith. A lot of folks. Haskell, of course. Haskell's in everyone's.
Haskell 420 deserves an award.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the Schmodown Awards anymore still?
He could be in the running for a Yodi Award.
He should get like 16 Yodi Awards.
Yeah.
We got to go bowling. I heard Haskell's a good bowler. I want to bowl with him. He's probably way better than us.
You can borrow one of Cody's balls.
Yeah.
Socks.
Both of his balls.
Cody has bowling
like the
socks
socks
now.
here, guys. Bowling socks.
Yeah, was I supposed to take my
Bowling.
shoes off?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You haven't done it the past few times. So we're just going to
Got
keep
it.
He's Larry David over here in that great Bob Odenkirk episode.
So yeah.
Larry, if you're just taking your shoes off.
So yeah, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Futility. That's the game right there. It looks
It's such
amazing.
a fun game too. Like that's why it's like, Ken, Josh, and Riley are like, whatever, take them or leave them. But the game itself is so much fun to play.
Yeah.
It is the new party game. Because like everybody loved playing Scruples for a minute or Cards Against Humanity. This is the new party game that you can play. Family friendly, but you can play it on your Friday night, drinking. Because when you have kids and stuff, that's what our parents used to do. They'd go right next door to the neighbors and they'd hang out upstairs. All of us kids would just be in the basement doing God knows what.
Right.
And then they'd be upstairs drinking, playing Trivial Pursuit.
guys.
And it's like, well, mom and dad have funny breath and they laugh a lot right now. And it's
I've
like,
already started. I've already started doing this. I've been doing game nights for like a year now.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as Grant goes down on Saturday nights, we have our little game nights.
Goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Let's pull
He
out
goes
some
to sleep.
sorry-
Goes down.
What's the board game you're
what do
playing
you play?
until you get Futility?
Until I get Futility, the last few weeks we have been doing actually murder mystery things. So I think it's called Hunt a Killer.
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah.
Grace and I
I think
completed
it's
one.
called
Yes.
Clue.
My friend,
Like, we all know what Clue is, Cody.
we've all seen it.
Yeah.
No, it's like
I'm
they-
going to go home and sleep with my wife.
I said, Jay, rattle and roll.
Hunt a Killer is great though, man. They give you like a box of evidence.
It's great. Our friend Bonnie Burton writes for him now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
We just did the
Funny.
Blair Witch season 1, which was like they sent you 6 boxes every week. You wanted to do a new one. We were like trying to solve this ongoing story. Apparently, it's the end of season 1. There's another season coming out for Blair Witch.
Seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See,
kind of want to give them to you, man.
I know
because
you were
you're
telling me
Blair-
that
yeah.
last at your birthday
I
party.
have 6 giant boxes of evidence I need to get out of the house.
The Grace gets out. She puts the map on our kitchen wall.
Oh,
She
we
makes-
want to do that too. I got a
Gotta
board.
do it. And she writes all the
Get
evidence
string
down.
and
She
shit.
takes notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And was I on this? We talked about. I solved the case last time with her because I knew a song lyric from a Jewel song. It was
That's how you knew it?
the big clue.
See, it's not just cliches in movies when the
Yeah.
detective gets angry and they bust something and
mean-
then they see something and then it's there. It
These
just
are the
pops up.
things. Like, look, I'm not gonna go so far as to say jealous, but
Yeah.
these are the phone calls. I'm like, well, old Mark Ellis hadn't gotten a phone call.
Again, Mark, just 45 minutes to an hour east.
this is-
if you
this
want
is-
to go down
I
to
say
San
we
Dimas.
all crash a Cody Hall game.
I gladly do.
You guys would
It'd
have
be
a
fun.
fucking
it's,
blast.
It's definitely kind of a relationship thing. So if you
Okay.
want to get an escort, and you'd be like Charlie Bowdry from Young Guns.
It's a couples only thing,
He just wanted
yeah.
a hug.
Yeah.
He just wanted me to help him solve a fake murder.
She's so obviously an escort.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I met her at the
Her
at
heels
the
are
store.
like the highest you've ever seen. The highest stilettos.
Are we
you've ever
going
seen.
to a cotillion? No. Let's get down to these clues.
That's why I never get invited because you have to you have to come as a couple.
Yeah.
No, I went to Cody's birthday. And Amber was working then.
You went
She was
stag?
invited though.
Of course.
I thought she was going to be there, and we were all pretty upset when she wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
so
she
you
really
weren't
should
really
have been
wanted.
there.
She doesn't
Yeah.
like the whites.
She doesn't like me very much. So just admit it.
that's
Just
what
say
she
it,
says in
Amber.
the
Just
room,
say
though.
it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Say
No,
it,
no,
don't swear.
I went out to pee and she thought I was Christian. She's like, "Is another one of those white kids taking a shit at my toilet?" I'm like,
One
of
"By the
those
way,
whites
I'm
over
so
here."
sorry.
By the way, she likes white people. She likes white people.
Just not me.
Well, yeah. I mean,
All right,
Yeah.
present company excluded. You could play one board game the rest of your life. What's the game?
This is fitting, but it's Monopoly.
yeah, oh, okay.
Really?
Me and
I
my
love
friends.
Monopoly, yeah.
Me and
Me
my
too.
friends would play Monopoly for
Yeah.
like until like the break of dawn, and we would just keep playing.
Really?
Yeah, like
The thing with Monopoly is it always starts out fun.
Oh
and then
no,
it
we
becomes
keep
work.
going because we're fucking assholes and we would like fuck each
Yeah.
other over. We make deals with other people and then fuck them over after that.
do
Like,
like
we,
that.
you do like a little bit of the break. Hey, I'll trade you this. I'll trade you that.
Yeah.
Like we would keep going. I swear to God, we've finished like 20 Monopoly games before.
Wow.
We've
That's
actually finished
in one
Monopoly.
night?
In one night.
I don't believe you.
All right.
We've done it.
Okay.
Ken?
I do. It's been a while since Risk, but that's an investment. I've done one that
Yeah.
took like whole summer, and Axes and Allies, which is the other version.
I'm glad you're making friends. I'm glad you're making friends, or at least you freed Ukraine. I'm looking this up on eBay now because my board game
Yeah.
apparently goes for a pretty penny.
I have Star Wars,
Mousetrap?
but I have Star Wars Monopoly from
not
'97. Which is a good game.
Oh, that's a good one.
But does Uno count as a board game?
No, that's a
It's
card game.
Yeah, it's a card
I
game.
do like
I love
Uno,
me some
though.
Uno.
I love some Uno.
Uno's fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately
We-
for Uno, it's playing against Magic the Gathering for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we
yeah.
played Uno.
Life then for me.
But we did Uno drinking games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know, you don't have the right color or number. You have
Yeah.
you keep however many cards you pull, that's how many
Yeah.
times you drink.
Yes.
You know, if it's a reverse
What's
or if it's a
double-
skip,
Yeah. What's a wild draw for?
pick 4 cards, you take 4 drinks.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who
Get you-
died at that
Get you
game?
fucked up.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the.
I have a lot of
other-
white friends, so
the-
they just
the
have a lot
other-
of great.
That's
great
what white
others.
people do, yeah.
Skip,
They're all
you ever
really
played
proud.
Skip-Bo, which is like Uno's
Skip-Bo's
cousin?
great.
Oh.
Skip-Bo's intense.
Skip-Bo and Sky Joe are both great.
Yeah.
Play Sky
Ain't
Joe.
Skip-Bo
That's a
physical?
fun one.
Maybe if you do it
That's
right,
Twister.
yeah.
That's Twister.
No, Skip-Bo, you got to jump up and like the thing goes around.
Oh,
your
we played
foot.
Twister and drank too.
That's Skip It. I was thinking Skip It.
Someone lied to you. Someone
Bop
lied to
It.
you.
You're thinking of Bop It.
Bop It's fucking
We
great.
drank with Bop It too.
Yeah, I love Bop It.
I don't. I mean, Jenga could be considered a board game.
Is
But
it?
mine
That's
is
a tabletop.
Mine is a little remembered game from the '80s from the good people Milton Bradley that I just found on
Milton
eBay
Bradley.
for like $180 unopened.
180.
Fireball Island.
What?
Whoa, this sounds cool.
Anybody?
Mine.
What
No,
the
no,
hell's
no.
going on
It was
over
like a
there in Virginia?
raised platform sort of board, and it was like this island, and you're like an Indiana Jones explorer, and you got to get just like you got to go around the island once. But it's called Fireball Island because it came with these like 6 marbles that were on a perch, and so if you draw the wrong card, the fireball gets knocked off. The marble gets knocked off and could run over your person. Now the fireball didn't always kill. It didn't always knock you over. So if you stayed upright, you continue on the mission.
I kind of want
Do
to
you,
play this.
do you have? Is there a button that you hit that goes fireball, and then everybody takes fireball shots?
I was never a fan of talking Battleship.
Oh, the one that made the noises and shit?
Yeah, I like
oh,
classic.
Yeah.
Classic, like, oh, you sunk my battleship.
Classic Battleship where it was like,
fuck.
yeah. Now, if the Battleship was the Schmodown, you would have to keep your hands up here until you did it because it's pretty easy to cheat a Battleship if you really want to. Because you act like you're doing busy work, but
You
you're
know
like,
how
I'm
many
just gonna
cheaters
move
there
it.
are in the Schmodown, too.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I didn't like
keep your hands.
I don't like talking Battleship. I just like to say, "Dad, you beat me again" by myself.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the ultimate test right there.
Yeah. Are you ever going to let me win?
No.
My dad once destroyed a game watch I had because he got mad and he threw against the wall. And 10-year-old Kenny was like, "My game watch." If you want to know where my bursts of anger come from.
That's
My
why
dad
we're
always
all
used to
sad.
My dad always used to get mad at us because we were playing Nintendo past bedtime. But he did like the classic dad thing back then is like he thought he had the trump card because like he'd get so because like we're playing Bases Loaded or Mario or whatever. And he just would come and he's like, "Kids, go to bed." And he's like in his underwear and then just turns off the TV. And we all act like he turned the game off. And we're like, this guy doesn't know shit. Like, as soon as he leaves, like, we're turning this right back. All you got to do is turn the TV. You didn't kill the game system.
No.
You just put it in timeout for a second.
Oh, man.
I think mine, if I'm picking like a mainstream one, Monopoly probably. But
Yeah.
Christian, do you
I'm
remember?
a rock fan over here.
Do you
Monopoly's a
remember?
good mainstream
Yeah,
band.
you know, I want to pick a lame one. Do you remember Pokemon Master Trainer?
Yes.
This board game. How much was yours?
Get out.
Mine's like $119 on
Mine
eBay
is
right now.
fetching 100. Mine's 180 for pre-owned but great condition.
Yeah. It was just this game where you go across the Pokemon
Oh,
region,
yeah.
and you have like these circles with like they were either like a Pokeball or like an instruction on where to walk and shit. I brought that shit to school for like game days when you bring like board games and
It's,
shit.
I
almost made friends. It
what
was
were
so great. Like people were so nice to me on those days.
What were those
this
called?
close.
Pogs? They're kind of like little pogs. Remember those little like
I
chips?
don't remember.
I remember
Yeah, like
Pogs.
little, I just know
They're
they're
kind of
circles.
like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Slammers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That was the best. Oh, you guys are
look
touching.
at this.
Look at that. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Robbie Smith, how much you pay for this? What tier of support is the feet touching?
This has been going on all show. You all just finally caught on. Oh, that's so great.
Robbie, how many quesadillas with guac will this make?
He should
That's a
be
good
like
one,
the
though.
celebrity chef on
He
the
should.
GPA.
yeah.
I'd
Fly him over.
I'd fly Robbie out in a heartbeat to do
Yeah.
that. He does also some of the videos for the show I had, Ken Goes Live, that are just
Such
wonderful.
a great voice.
I
First time I
feel
heard
like him
his
and
voice,
Grace would go would be
Oh,
fast
Grace,
friends.
Grace is obsessed with Robbie.
Yeah.
She likes him and Christy McGee more than me. And she's excited. Grace is coming to New York with us, and Christy's going to be at the show. One of
Yeah.
the shows. They're going to sit together. I'm out.
Speaking
I'm
of
done. I'm
New
done.
York, you're going to New York too, right?
I'll be in New York City.
New York.
Doing some shows?
Are you doing shows? Or are you just going to go?
I've been told I am.
Nice.
Okay.
See,
Well,
we'll see how Coach Stengel feels that night.
well, Mark, we know that you're going to be in New York. and
Oh, look
I'm
at that
gonna be in New
segue.
You're also going to be in all of these. You're going to
Well,
be
half of those
in-
are like DC, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Half the tour is DC.
we're going to talk about that DC. Oh yeah. We have to talk about it 'cause
Clutch burgers.
I fucking
I'll
love
fly Cody to DC if he hangs
Cody.
out with us.
Cody.
What?
I will
I'm gonna
fly
go back.
him
I'm
in.
gonna go back to that grab. You have to go.
He didn't even have to do any work.
I would love to go to DC.
Trump.
Never been.
You love it,
I
man.
can see where he hung out.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
You
man.
can
They
finally
were-
wear your red hat.
Oh,
They were
yes.
protesting about the riots. You would have had a great time. I'm kidding.
You notice why I'm wearing a Black Angels hat now? I'm not wearing the red
Yeah,
one
wearing the
anymore.
red one anymore. DC is amazing. But yeah, Mark has some new dates. Just like how you can go in the description and check out the link for Ken's Kickstarter, or the Good People Association Kickstarter, rather. You can also go to Mark's website, not the one with
Not the rabbit porn.
Not the rabbit
rabbit
porn.
porn.
The actual.
Yeah.
There's an actual link you can check out. Mark just added some new dates. He's going to be in. Hey, you're going to be at Flappers.
I'm going to be watching that show. I'm
Hey!
going to head over there.
Flappers, a week from yesterday.
The Burbank one?
Yeah.
That's right here.
Come on by.
Come on by. I'll be
shit.
there. I'll be
Christian
there.
Harloff making his 12-year in the making return to
Is he
the
playing?
LA comedy
Is he
stage.
playing?
Yeah, he's
I always
playing.
say playing.
He's live
playing.
in concert.
He's live in
Okay.
concert,
Yes.
or you're
Okay.
performing.
It's a good lineup too. Jamie Costa's on that show. Justine Marino is on that
Oh,
show.
three's too much.
My
fame.
buddy Rel Battle, who him and I worked in
He
New
loves
York a bunch ago.
Battleship.
Rel Battle loves Battleship.
Okay, there you go.
It was named after.
It's a borderline one.
Yeah.
Not
Amber-
to make it
his
bold.
dad was a
It's
boat.
borderline. It's borderline.
Amber has been like, "Hey, we should go to Flappers." I'm like, okay.
Let's do it. I'll be there.
But then as soon as it's like, "Oh, hey, Mark's
Yeah.
playing at Flappers," she's like, "Oh, now that Mark's gonna be there, you
Yeah.
want to go?"
Wait,
Yeah.
you get that too?
yeah.
You know how many times I get to the house? I know you like Mark Ellis more than me.
Marissa says that about me and Christian.
just not. Wait, I just nodded.
Because I'll be like, I'm going to go, honey, I'm going to go grab a bite to eat with Ellis at Wood Ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, you never take me to dinner? I'm like, well, Mark takes me to dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't fight City Hall, you know?
At City Hall.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like I see you every day.
Yeah.
I don't see
Yeah.
Mark every day. I wish I could.
Well, here's the thing, though. Amber's not allowed to sit with you, Jackals, during the show because I don't want her influenced by the fact y'all have seen these jokes.
I would lean in and be like, I've heard.
But
That.
we can
The punchline is coming up right now. Hold on,
Might-
wait
this is
for
gonna
it.
be
Well,
my
Amber's
joke.
seen you a couple times too, and so she'd be
Yeah.
like, "Is he going to tell the same jokes or?" what's
Amber,
going
when was the last
on?
time Amber saw me? Because it's pretty much all new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
Since
while.
Amber saw it,
It's-
yeah.
because the pandy.
Yeah. But you really should take credit for everything, like that anti-vaxxer joke.
Yeah.
The fight or fuck one.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll be. You and I can split a plate of those chocolate chip cookies they sell there.
At Flaps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flop Flaps.
okay. All right, and then
Someone else is going to be there. Cool. They said, hey, you better be there. Might have been Crossing. She might be coming out.
Ash and Daniel are
Yeah.
good friends.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bring Miles,
I'd love that.
the little doggy.
Oh, they got a dog.
Oh, he's a
I'll bring-
sweetheart.
I'll
of a
bring
puppy, yeah.
Baxter and his cone.
Yeah, he's great.
They were
Yeah.
cones.
You got
So-
that. Got San Francisco coming up after New York.
Fuck,
New York,
man.
we got Ken is locked for October 7th,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we'll see if we can get him
Yeah.
on the 8th too. But
Is
if
that
you
like
want to see Ken and I do the jokes,
is
Yeah,
that a
on
combo
Thursday.
Schmodown trip and
Yeah, we're doing the
comedy trip?
Schmodown on Saturday
Yeah.
at
Roka
the
doing stand up over there
in Brooklyn.
in New York.
Roka will not be doing a set.
Okay.
He's not on the lineup. Might have some Schmodown faces pop in on Thursday.
Okay.
So
That's a
But,
good lineup, man.
gonna-
Fuck, man.
I'm
I
gonna
fucking
grab
love.
some tickets for that.
I love New York. It's
Yeah.
been a minute since I mean.
And then
Andy.
DC right before Christmas. It's cold, but God, is it nice.
Was that when
People
we
talk about New York during Christmas. They don't talk enough about DC during Christmas.
When
It's
did we
great.
go? When did we go? November. We went
we went
November.
November?
We did mid-November last time.
Yeah.
So now we're doing even closer to Christmas. I'm redlining it. Bob
that's like-
Cratchit is working.
That's like a Die Hard 2 scenario. I love that.
I love DC so. I tell you,
Yeah.
I love New York. Might be like my favorite city to like roam around and stuff. But
DC's where you go to learn.
dude,
Right.
You learn.
There's something about
Right?
DC.
Yeah.
About that specific
Got
trip,
the Hard
even though
Rock
it
Cafe.
started off
Yeah.
as like the most terrifying flying
That's where you and
experience.
Ken really bonded. As
Oh
road
my god,
travelers.
that
Oh, when it
we
gets
Your
rainy.
bond when he almost
we
died.
literally
you know?
looked in the eyes of
Yeah.
God. We're like, this might be it.
Yeah.
They
This
slept
might be it.
together in a Phoenix airport, and when I say slept together, I mean they got bored and went to the bathroom. And they did the little foot shuffle.
Yeah.
We're gonna die in 5 minutes.
We slept. We slept big biblically. Yeah. It was,
We couldn't eat,
yeah.
Yeah.
so it's eat or fuck.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's one of my favorite stories of all time. Is that Minnesota governor or senator, I think, who got caught because he was trying to nail some guy next to him in the bathroom of the airport. And the way that you do it is apparently because the stall doesn't go all the way down.
Yeah.
The divider doesn't go all the way down. And so the way you do it is you put your foot in the next one and you just make a gesture with your foot. And that means, hey, want to come over here? And he got like really aggressive. And the other guy was like, I'm just taking a shit, dude. I don't know what's going on. He's like, get over here. Just like, because it's so hard to have your feet do all the talking.
He's bringing him in with his
Yeah.
foot. He's like hooking him in.
Like when you drop something, you're trying to use your foot
He's
to get
doing
it
that
out.
with his foot to bring him in. That's great.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen is this guy, Matt, who was a year ahead of us in high school, played point guard before I did on our basketball team. He invented this thing called pocket gopher, which is where you're sitting all the way in the back, and whoever's sitting right in front of you, you take your shoe off, and so now it's just your foot and your sock. And you shove it into their pocket while they're trying to like read out loud, and he would just whisper "pocket gopher," like while the teacher asks you to like read like a chapter or whatever. So you're reading out loud, and you got this foot just molesting your thigh. Oh God, high school.
Gopher.
Well, hey,
That's like a legend they tell kids at slumber parties.
Yeah.
Beware the pocket gopher.
Whoever falls asleep last has to deal with the
legend
pocket
of
gopher.
Pocket gopher. Yeah.
oh, there you have it.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
That's his good night and good luck.
That's
good night.
Good night.
I don't know where to
Oh,
go.
there you
From.
have it.
President Kennedy expired 12:31 Eastern Time, and
Speaking
there
of-
you have it.
Speaking of which,
Tune into the Wanger podcast for more.
speaking of president, which
Yeah.
by the way, once again, description. Check out the link. Buy tickets. Go see Mark's shows. Very funny. Go see him. Go see Christian. Go see Justin Marino. Everybody that's playing, go do it. Go do it. You should
man,
see
let's
something up
pack
there
out
as well. too.
Flappers, yeah.
You know, I heard might make an appearance. Dave Chappelle might be there, guys. So go buy tickets right now. That's not. It's probably not.
Just from one of his sketches.
Don Barris used to do that every Sunday at the Comedy Store when it was potluck. It starts out as the open mic, and then it goes to like friends and then paid regulars. And Don Barris get on stage. He's like, because it's especially tourists that just want to see a free show that night.
Yeah.
So he'd get on stage and he'd be like, and the paid regular portion, that's when anybody could show up. Eddie Murphy might come in here, and then like, sometimes the crowd would be excited. He's like, highly unlikely, but he comes in, we're not going to turn him away. He's just
True.
God, he's so funny.
You just never know. You never know. I was going to bring up one thing, but you're talking about comedians. I wanted to bring up Norm Macdonald.
The great
Norm Macdonald.
Sweetheart of a gem of a human.
Very all of a sudden passing from him. Apparently he died of cancer, right? And
he was sick for a while, yeah.
But also nobody knew about it?
Very, very few people knew about it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of in very inner circles.
Have you met him before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was. Did he go to the store all the time?
Yeah. We were buds up at the store. Yeah, I big timed him one time by accident, and it was the first time that I really got a chance to meet him afterwards because I was in the original room and it was packed on like a Friday or Saturday, and I had a good set. And so when you walk off stage, if you have a good set, like the crowd's like kind of high fiving and stuff, and you high five a couple of people. But now you fist bump them. Now I fist bump because I'm a liberal.
Yeah.
And I missed one, and so I'm just out there like having a beer. And at the time, the talent coordinator, who was really good friends with Norm, Adam Egget, who was like the co-host of Norm's show, he comes out and he's like, "Hey man, you big timed Norm."
Oh no!
And that's almost a dead on Adam impression. It's like, "Man, you big timed Norm," and he was playing it up. Because like Norm probably told him to do it, and I didn't know. I didn't know it was Norm, who I just like walked by and stoned, and then didn't give the fist bump. So then later, it's like later that night, Norm's like, big time, Hollywood. So the next like 2 or 3 times, like because we just hang out and just shoot the shit in the back hallway, and he was just such a nice. He like asked what's going on in like your life, and it's like he
just genuine.
Why does this comedy idol? Care about me at all, but he was just that kind of guy, and he just seemed like you were the most important person in the world when you were talking to him.
Oh man!
And he was just when we lost him, it's like you start thinking it's one of the all-time great rabbit holes to go down is his late night appearances, his guest panel, and so everybody kind of like we could all have a fantasy draft for 10 rounds as far as what is your favorite piece of comedic art that Norm Macdonald did, because so many were coming up for me.
Yeah, because I went down that same rabbit hole. Because Cody and I we're younger. Sorry,
okay.
we're younger. So we weren't. I don't know about you, Cody. I don't know if you're like introduced with Norm.
It'd be like if you all lost one of the Wiggles. Like that's how.
That'd be a big deal.
It's huge.
Yeah, that would suck.
Did you guys cry when the Blues Clues guy came back?
Oh my God!
We did.
Yes,
we did.
He left us.
We did.
Yeah.
But acted like nothing was
It's
wrong.
good to know that he's proud of us.
Yeah.
He's a proud boy.
They took the word proud. They took the letter Q.
Yeah.
Red hats.
There's a lot of things we don't have
K.
anymore.
Anyway, back
Because
to
the
Norm
KKK.
Okay, back to a very nice Norm Macdonald tribute. Okay.
But yeah, no, like, because like, obviously SNL, but like I first got introduced to him like Billy Madison.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like,
mine.
That's like the first time.
Yeah.
That line.
It was Billy Madison and his like one cameo. He did both Deuce Bigalow movies, but it was the first Deuce Bigalow, and he played a bartender, and like the bit was like Rob Schneider was trying to order a cheap drink, and he gets like a martini, and it was like and Norm's like $8. He's like, how about for a cranberry juice? He's like, oh, $3. And then he gets it. He's like $11.50 or something like that. And he's like, oh no, I wanted to substitute. He's like, how about if I just I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I just want the cranberry juice. And he's like, oh well, you know what I'm gonna do if you don't pay it? I'm gonna take this here stick. I'm gonna shove it up your pee hole. Just like the most deadpan. He's like, and then Rob Schneider's like, so it was $11.50, right? Yeah. So yeah, like one of the first experiences with them. But
when he's laughing when they're doing when they're putting like shit on
the wall,
the guy's on the guy's porch.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison. Norm's life is like, this is the greatest day of my life.
Well, the best one where he's like, hey Billy, Jack Nicholson or Meg Ryan?
Yeah.
And he's like, Jack Nicholson now or 1975?
Yeah.
1975.
It's
Meg Ryan.
I just like when he's like, when they're doing Marco Polo, and he's like, Marco Polo, what a great game.
He was just like, he was so great on Weekend Update. And I don't have the
I saw some of
context
that.
to remember like how he was received at the time doing Weekend Update.
I'll tell you, not well.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those things where it's like I think you look back and I think you get it and more now. But I was that was the spot I loved and I studied, and Miller I would still say might be the best. But you look back now and what Norm was doing. And
it went
was
Dennis Miller to Kevin Nealon, who's
to
very
Norm,
underrated.
to Norm.
Norm,
and then Colin Quinn after the firing. But yeah,
Not to get off too tangents, you want to know my first experience with Dennis Miller was?
what's that?
Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah, when he's interviewing.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the
Me
radio
too.
host.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
think
first
about
time I
it.
was like,
Yeah.
And then I remember during the Schmoes days, you would always talk about Dennis Miller. And then
Dennis at the Big was
He was huge. He was a huge influence on me too, and his HBO show, Dennis Miller Live in the '90s.
Yeah.
Great Norm Macdonald centric rabbit hole to go down.
That was because I did go.
There was a lot on
I've
there.
seen a bunch of clips before
Yeah.
of Norm on his show,
Right.
like because he would have that bit where he would have his guest read jokes,
Yeah.
and they'd always be
Yeah.
like, "Who wrote these?" And we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, some guy." Like
Yeah.
it's like clearly Norm wrote
Right.
these jokes. And then a lot of the SNL ones I've seen, a lot of the OJ stuff, which sucks that if it wasn't like taken too well at that
Yeah.
time, because it was just so like straightforward and to the point. And my favorite one, because it was just like so random and so pure, like Norm Macdonald, and he's like, Prince Charles, in his new autobiography, he talks about how he didn't really love Princess Di that much, and his father regrets every decision or whatever. He's like, it's entitled, "Of course OJ did it." I mean, come on, just like out of nowhere.
Just that week when the verdict came down, and then his first line of Weekend Update, picture OJ, and he just says, "Well, it's official. Murder is legal in the state of California."
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff you look back and you enjoy more. Because I was highly influenced by Norm. I used to try, his voice was. I would try to impersonate the voice, and his Bob Dole. I used to just do Bob Dole on my radio show. I was just hacking him, just hacking Norm. But yeah, it's just so I love Dirty Work's a horrible movie, but it's one of my favorite comedies.
He wrote it, right, and didn't it, like
Bob Saget directed it. I've been rewatching
directed
it this
it,
week in pieces, and just his style of humor when he's talking to Traylor Howard's character, and she's like, "Oh, you want to go here?" He's like, "I can't. I have to go lift weights." What?
Yeah.
It's just that influenced me in a lot of ways. So it was
The scenes in Dirty Work with Don Rickles, when he's just basically cussing out Artie and Norm at the movie theater. When he's talking to Artie, he's like, "You look like a baby gorilla." Like apparently that took 20 takes because they kept breaking at Rickles. But the funniest piece of content maybe ever in the history of Norm Macdonald is on his album Ridiculous. There's a track called Tex Hooper.
Tex Hooper.
And I won't give it any context, Joe. Just that'll be a little challenge for all of you fans out there. It's called Tex Hooper.
I mean,
It's 20 minutes long, and it takes a minute to build, but the payoff is just...
That's like my favorite, because like anytime he would be on Conan, he would just like he had like specific jokes that would be like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have like any material.
Yeah.
And so he would just ramp up and it just keep adding on
Yeah.
to the story just for this tiny little joke. And
He
it would
was
just kill at the end.
literally one of those rare comics where you really never knew if it was a bit that he had rehearsed and structured, because he did work hard at his craft, or if it was just something he came up with off the cuff and really didn't care about at all.
Yeah.
Like when he was guest hosting on Ferguson's show and he did that bit about Germany.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about how, a lot of people are afraid North Korea is like the country I'm worried about is Germany. Because they went to war against the world.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah. 30 years later, they went to war.
Again.
You know who?
Yeah.
The world.
Yeah. Devil prank bit is still my favorite. It's one of the ones I heard early on. He did that in 1990, I think, his first Letterman appearance.
Yeah.
And then you would see, to your point of just like it seems so off the cuff, but a lot of it was down to the word and the beat and the pauses he would put in. I love that bit.
That was
a
lot of the fascinating stuff that I was watching, because I like my experience with SNL is just like watching clips here and there, and a couple of like the best of DVDs and whatnot. I don't know if Norm Macdonald ever had like a best of DVD, but his whole firing because of all the OJ jokes and like the
and then when he came back to host.
Yeah, and he just straight up just shit talking. Just like because he said it's like, oh, they said I'm not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the show sucks. The show sucks now.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, and I keep meaning to look it up on the Comedy Central website. They still have any of the Lights Out with David Spade episodes up there?
They have some on YouTube, because it was Yeah, it was Norm Macdonald, Dennis Miller,
That's the one, and Kevin Nealon.
Yeah.
They were the 3 panelists.
Yeah.
So like when he would have like idiots like me on, it's like he goes out and does the monologue, and we just kind of watch. And if he wants to involve us, we'll play along. But it's not like we're not interrupting his monologue, Spade's monologue. But those 3 guys,
Yeah.
Spade couldn't get a word out, and they were just
keep going.
roasting him. And that it is maybe the funniest 22 minutes of TV I've seen in years. It was so good.
Yeah.
Because all 3 of them were great, but God, Norm is just.
I heard him. I watched one video where he was telling a story about the first time he met Cosby, like way back in the day.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
And,
I know. the story,
and he was saying like he was so because he was like a big idol to him, and he was just so like awestruck of meeting Cosby that he was just like, oh, like we're like, oh yeah. He said Norm told him where he lived. He's like, oh, I'm playing a show there. Like, I'll get you guys tickets. He's like, oh yeah, my dad's like a huge fan. He gave him like his dad's number. And then like he turns and he's just like, my dad's been dead for 8 years. And he gave him like a phony number.
And then Cosby called him out.
Called him out on it.
Cosby
yeah.
called him. He's like, I called the number you given.
He's like, my dad's been dead.
Yeah. God, he's just so one of a kind. It's a great rabbit hole to go down, and I'm envious of people who have not seen more of Norm. Because they get to see it for the first time. Just how brilliant he was.
There's so much stuff. Like his Stern appearances, his own show. Just seeing other comedians crack up at his fucking jokes.
Yeah,
like,
he's just the rarest of comics. Because like he could go on stage and all of the audience would be laughing, but all the comics would also rush in the back to watch him.
Yeah.
And there's comics that all of the comics will rush in to watch.
Yeah.
But they usually don't do that well with the audience, and vice versa.
Right,
He united everybody.
damn.
Love it.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
Rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah. If you can do any kind of remembrance of him, just go down the rabbit hole. Just enjoy all of his stuff because there's way too much. I keep seeing now that because that's like how the YouTube algorithm works. Now that I've been like watching stuff on him, it's just nothing but clips that are popping up now. And
his crocodile hunter thing on Daily Show.
That was great. Yeah, I saw that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And again, Tex Hooper.
Tex
Hooper.
Enjoy.
Tex
Hooper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one sad thing
going,
to
man.
another sad thing. I think
Are you quitting the show?
No, I'm not quitting.
Oh,
Not yet.
Jeez.
Not yet.
I need somewhere to go plug my shit.
Imagine I quit and there's like, well, you guys can still use the studio. It's fine. You guys just show
You're
up.
just awkwardly in the other room while
Hey
me and
guys.
Brian show up.
Hey,
here.
have fun. Have a
Hey,
good show.
Christian,
Have a good show.
Gonna use your second bedroom.
Here's your stream key. And yeah.
Christian, the internet's down.
The other thing that I think I've bonded with Mr. Ken Napzok on are 9/11 documentaries.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Non-stop.
Don't worry, we're not going to do a bunch of bad jokes about this. Yeah,
No,
this
of course
is true.
not, no.
This is true. This is true.
very
On the
true.
car ride to Vegas, we learned that we do this here.
It was the 20th
Like
anniversary.
every year, you
That
guys
weekend.
watch
Yeah.
these things.
Oh
Or-
yeah.
Because I picked the fun weeks to go to Vegas.
Yeah, I do. I'm one of those people. I say I'm obsessed with it in the way of just like I study it from a lot of different perspectives. I'm horrified by it by a lot of different perspectives. I don't think it's important. It's important to still have the conversations of what that did to us and how it affected us negatively and a lot of the violence against people of color and Muslims and even people who we just assumed and they got murdered. But it's all part of the valuable conversation that I think for me starts with watching some of the stuff and I hadn't for a couple of years. So I did this.
I don't remember the name of the documentary, but that was a big one. It was perspective from a lot of Muslim people in New York at the time, and a lot of shit that they went through. It's just something that just people don't generally think about.
Yeah, it's what trauma does to us, and how do it's the big Star Wars thing. You something happened, you have a choice.
Catalyst.
You should read Catalyst, but you have a choice in how you act and how you go forward. Yeah. But there's that new. You and I were both watching. You completed. I haven't watched yet. It's
completed it,
the
yes.
4-part one on. I'm watching
5-part.
5-part.
On HBO?
Good luck. No, this one's on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's a National Geographic. It's
Yeah,
called
9/11: A Day in America.
Yes.
I've started it. I've
Good
not
God.
watched it, but yeah.
Gear up.
Yeah, because some of the ones that I've seen, I don't. Well, aside from the one that I've talked about a lot is I think it's just called 9/11. It's two French brothers that were
I
that were
watched that one.
filming
Yeah.
like a firefighter ladder, just regular. Just
Oh,
like
wow.
just documenting them,
Yeah.
and then 9/11 happened, and it just like whoa, okay,
Yeah,
this is what it's
one of
about.
the brothers is with Chief Pfeiffer, who's featured in episode 1 of this
He's-
Hulu doc, and
yeah.
who's since retired. Yeah, and it's I don't mean it's not light. It's just and
It's very heavy.
Grace doesn't like to watch with me. I understand why, and it's not even like horror to it blows my mind, and I still run through my head a lot.
My biggest takeaway out of all the ones that I've seen, it's just getting new perspective from family members of people that we've lost, because I think that's one of the more, because it was just such a terrible day in the world and obviously in our country, but one of the biggest takeaways is to remember those that did lose their lives on that day, and you get a little bit of sense of who these people were before they passed away, and they interview all these people that knew a lot of other people, and like these decisions that they made that were literally life and death. And it's just eye-opening. It's just like a huge perspective. And I was actually talking to my mom about this on the weekend, because I was asking her, because I went to New York in December in 200001 after it all happened.
You told me that, yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, hey, does my aunt have any, does she have any photos? Because I wanted to like see all those.
Yeah.
And she was like, for some reason, you've always been fascinated with it. I was just like, because there's a fucking weird time.
Yeah.
I ran into your room and you said we were under attack, and I was like, I gotta go to school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So this one on Hulu, National Geographic, highly recommend it. Last 3 episodes, I was just bawling.
Yeah, I've only completed the first 2.
Yeah. Bawling my eyes up of both sadness and happiness, because there is a like some silver linings that of some miracles that have happened during.
No, there's some crazy stuff, that Irish businessman and everything, things I hadn't heard before, haven't seen. But look, I used to drive to work every day playing out scenarios in my head of what happens today if this goes on, and so it's like you watch that and you're just like, this is and the security director on that who there's actually a documentary about the man who predicted 9/11. It's on like a History Channel, Nat Geo. It came out like 15 years ago, and he was after the '93 one. He drilled, and he and his 4 security officers probably saved 2,000 lives from that firm.
Is he the one that passed?
He's
too?
the one. Yeah, the one that. It's in the story. So it's all fascinating. We don't mean to get you down. It's just 20 years gone. It's kind of crazy, and I don't accept generations who come up behind it. I don't expect them to have the same relationship with it. Just like Challenger explosion for me is different than maybe your guys' generation. Pearl Harbor for my grandparents was a lot different than me. It was a page in a history book I read.
Yeah, I mean that's 9/11's our Pearl Harbor pretty much.
It is. I mean, 20 years is a crazy amount of time to where you put yourself back into it.
It's nuts. And I met, I wish I could remember her name, but again, I don't remember names. But I met the director. Dorina
was the name.
At the Comedy Store a couple weeks ago, right before we went to Vegas, I met the director of another 9/11 documentary that focuses on the stand-up comedy scene in New York immediately in the aftermath of that. Because the comedy clubs, I don't know if they closed for the night. I don't know if but they were packed all week long after that. And so the comics have to rectify, like, what are we going to talk? Are we going to talk about it? We have to address this. And so in a small way, it's like what comics probably go through now, where it's like, do we talk about the pandemic or not? It's like, what's the elephant in the room that really probably affected a lot of us in ways that we don't really want to acknowledge? But that was such an immediate, visceral thing, especially in New York, to have comedy clubs open, just to give people like a safety, some sort of outlet, some sort of valve where they can just go like, just get away.
Laughter's the first thing to come back, I think, often from any kind of tragedies. The laugh again, it's the value of it there. Yeah, I remember there was like actual like Newsweeks or Time Magazine or something. Will comedy ever be again, or will we ever laugh again?
Yeah.
That's how
I think rightfully so crap on a lot of the stuff that George W. Bush did, but that MF throwing a strike at Yankee Stadium, I still get misty-eyed when I see it.
It's the most important, probably the first pitch of a game ever.
That's my conspiracy theory. It's not anything that happened with 9/11, but it's like, how did he throw?
You know who taught him how to throw?
A strike. What was it, magnetized?
You know who taught him how to throw?
Nolan Ryan.
Well, look, his dad played ball at Yale, right? So he's got the genes. He co-owned the Rangers, was a minority owner of the Rangers.
Yeah.
Right? Traded Sammy Sosa. So
but God, that thing was right down the middle.
Yeah.
Mike Piazza wasn't hitting that.
Well, that's that great doc too. ESPN will play it of I forget what it's called, but it's Liev Schreiber narrates it.
Yeah. It's like all these different sports after 9/11, because the first Jets game after 9/11 was in New England. And they brought out, because one of the Patriots, I think they were playing at the Patriots, and one of the Patriots, I want to say linebackers, was the only one of the 4 sons of that family that didn't become a firefighter. The other 3 were all in 9/11. They all survived, and they all came to the game. And then, footnote in history, that was the game where Drew Bledsoe took a snap, ran around, got clocked by Mo Lewis, and he can't return to the game because he has internal bleeding. Tom Brady comes onto the field and never left.
7th round pick.
6th round pick.
6th round pick?
So 9/11 is why we have Tom Brady. Is the point I'm making.
Next thing you know,
9/11.
You two singing at the halftime, and Brady's in the locker room. leading the
Oh
team.
yeah.
Yep.
God.
God damn.
Yeah.
That
Good times. Bad
segueing a
times.
little bit. Yeah, bad time.
Bad
but
time, sorry.
Segue like another
So anyway,
sports
Cody,
one.
what did you bowl?
Yeah, what do you think
this
about
past
9/11,
week?
Yeah,
Cody?
yeah, I know.
World Trade Center 7.
I did watch the Michael Keaton movie on Netflix though. Worth, I think it's called.
I saw that too.
Oh, I was
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty good.
I was like, the founder?
Yeah.
That has
no,
nothing to-
Batman. I watched Batman.
Has nothing to do with 9/11.
I know.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mom.
No, that was pretty good. It's a heavy watch. It's tough to get through, but it's
Is that a
it's-
9/11 movie?
Yeah,
or-
it's
oh,
about
okay.
like compensating the families of the people who died.
Yeah.
and how they figured out how to
Yeah.
work that because
Like this
initially it was a
insurance
disaster.
adjuster, and it's like
Yeah.
you basically it's called worth because like what sort of value do you put on a human life as
Yeah.
far as like compensation for the
shit.
victims?
Yeah.
So this
Well-
guy's got to go through all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's a powerhouse movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
people are like, so this guy was a stock trader, so he gets more. His family gets more money than my husband, who worked, wherever,
Right.
stuff,
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's kind of the whole dilemma of the movie.
There's
but
a
it's
lot of
good.
things that you don't think about,
Yeah.
like stuff like that, like even Jon Stewart, like arguing to Congress
Yep.
to help out
Yep.
like
Yeah.
survivors from it. There was one thing that I learned. Oh wait, no, you might not be there. I won't spoil it yet.
Oh, okay.
I know it's real life, but there was just an element with the military. I was like, fuck, they had to do that. They put their they did this for this, and it's just you'll see. I'll text you
Yeah.
about it.
All right.
The bottom line with all the 9/11 documentaries you watch is just this one fact: is that
Zeitgeist.
Mitch McConnell is a Scooby-Doo villain
Yeah.
and needs to be eradicated.
Yeah. Exactly.
Him and that
Exactly.
spare tire under his neck.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
He looks like one of the creatures in Godzilla vs Kong.
He
Like
re-
there's
I
like
mean,
a
That was a
creature.
great- that was a great moment
He
in our
looks
commentary.
just like that
Yeah.
creature.
I've seen double chins. I've seen triple chins. I've never seen what that thing is.
He's like a perfect Batman villain.
It's like if that was a slab of meat at the store, I'd be like, I think you gave me this is all fat. Like,
Yeah.
No, I asked for only 1 pound cut.
That's all-
just got his nice little coin purse hanging below there.
Jeremiah.
That's how we do the
was a
wangers.
bull-
I gotta
Get out of
say,
that.
this is what episode 238.
Yeah,
this is the best.
Snootrum, I think.
This is the best episode of the wangers
Yeah,
ever,
We
right?
covered all ground.
it's not.
Name
hey,
a
we're-
better episode of the wangers. Anybody name a better
well,
episode of the wangers.
Last week we celebrated our 5 years doing the Wanger
5
show.
Yeah.
years, huh?
and that was great for a week, and now nobody cares.
No one
Yeah,
cares.
no,
because
now
we
to the
had a
next
great
5 years
conversation.
Next
now.
5 years.
We made you laugh harder. We made you think
Who?
harder.
Ooh, I want to know this. Who has been on more, Mark Ellis or Ken Napzok?
I think he's the Steve Martin of this
I
show.
want Steve Martin now? Are you the good one or
Well,
the Baldwin?
RB3.
RB3 is the most, but I think
The
Ken's
most.
been on more than Mark.
RB3 has the record, really.
Yeah.
I mean, diversity. Come on.
It's not why.
I understand.
That's what you told me.
That's what Cody, you specifically said.
He's like, I'm a proud boy.
that came off like so believable.
That's what nobody
Like,
knows
people
about
are-
this show.
That's why I was like, that's not what it was.
Yeah.
Because you said it so perfectly in your delivery there.
Yeah, we
Like,
have two
oh,
Latinos
God.
that are on the show.
I text
Oh,
them
God.
every week, and I'm like, hey, can I come on the show this week? They're like, well, we already got our quota.
We can't go white.
Yeah, we can't have Ken and Mark. So then Ken and I stormed the Capitol,
Yeah.
and we're like, we're doing this together.
Make podcast great again.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Wangers. Let me tell you about the left.
Yeah. Yeah.
the fist bumping left.
Hey, I went to the beach this past weekend, and I
You
did see,
did go to the beach. You went on like a bike
I saw the
ride.
picture on Instagram. He was riding bikes.
Like
Very
a
trust
happy.
me.
You
Like
took
a
a photo
Muppet.
while you're riding a bike?
Oh yeah, come on.
That's impressive.
like a Muppet.
Muppets Take Manhattan.
I was thinking the beginning of Three's Company, but lost on younger viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I took that photo and I posted it, and my original caption was, "I'm not really this happy. I'm really not." Yeah. Yeah. But I just do it just because that's the facade
Gotta
Yeah.
let
of
yourself.
social media. Is you have to look like you're happy when deep down you're really not. You
Is there
really
like
are.
a reverse
Stop
effect we can put on Instagram pictures where it shows how unhappy they are when they appear happy in their photos?
I love that he had these 3 paragraphs written about how not
Yeah.
happy he was, and
Yeah.
then he deleted it all and just wrote beach day.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day. Yeah. I agree
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
no, yeah.
Some
Like,
fun out
I
on the
was
Sunday.
taking a photo of my mom and dad because they were riding in front of us and they were trying to like hold hands together. And
Oh, I
and
didn't see Papa Lou Bear there.
I captured the photo of them holding hands, but the funnier one is them reaching out and like struggling to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
reality.
Almost an accident.
That's the
Yeah.
reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be careful on your bikes, kids.
But yeah, no, beach was fun. I'm not a beach goer.
Yeah, same.
Clearly.
But you're a lazy riverer.
Lazy
Yeah.
river.
If there was a lazy river at every beach,
If they throw some sand in that river, you still going? What do you not like about the beach? Because I'm not a beach guy. Grew up, I could see the beach from my house. Didn't like it.
I wouldn't hate some sand on my toes doing the lazy river.
Oh, my feet were looking stinky and gross after that. But, it was a good because my
Did you do
parents...
like the sad thing, the shower thing they have at beaches? Like,
No,
just
I
washing
didn't
your
do
feet?
that.
It's a sad thing.
Do you want to go? I guess I'll
And
go.
then you just turn
Okay.
around and you
Yeah.
step in muddy sand from other
It's completely
people.
pointless.
There's
Why don't
no
they
point.
put that on like the road or the sidewalk or something?
There's
Instead,
no
it's in the
getting
middle of
clean
the
at the beach.
sand.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
It really does.
Hate it.
Yeah, because my parents they got a
That's
new
that one,
a trailer camper, and so
Okay.
this is like they've had it for like a month. No, maybe like
Oh, I
2
saw that
months.
photo. Yeah,
And
new
like
hobby. Yeah.
this is like their second time like going out because they're just obsessed with it now. Because they've always wanted to like retire and then have a beach by the house. Mm-hmm. They're not retiring anytime soon. So
Wait,
now
they want to
it's
have a
like-
beach by the house. That's like next level. That's next level rich.
They're gonna
person
bring a
shit.
beach
Yeah.
to La Mirada.
I don't
That's
think
what
they
they're
should.
gonna do.
We are bringing a beach. We want to retire in Wisconsin, and we're bringing the Pacific Ocean with us.
They want a house by the beach.
There we
Fuck
go.
that, man. You're getting a beach by the
Beach
house.
by the house.
Where are those trucks
fuck it.
going?
That's a far drive from La Mirada.
Helicopters bringing tanks of water.
Look, the Rubicabas are moving up to Crestline in the mountains. They want a beach there.
It's a far drive to Bolsa Chica. Bring the sand to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to make Mexico
That's
pay
great.
for it.
So now, they have a trailer camper, and they're like, "This is all for you. This is all you. This is our legacy right here. This trailer."
That's what they're going to pass on?
They're gonna
You know
pass
what?
that
My parents are passing on payments for the reverse mortgage. That's great. If we die, you have to pay off the house. Awesome.
Cool.
But you get a camper.
Yeah.
Get a camper.
I'll take the camper.
Yeah, because I told them because they know how much I don't like being in public or around people or
Yeah.
interacting with people.
As you do.
Yeah. But they have it, and they're so fucking happy because they're like, we went on Sunday. They were planning on leaving on Monday, and then my dad's like, you know what? Let's leave Tuesday. Let's just add on another day.
It's
Why
like
not?
Ellis in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
like adding on days. I like adding on afternoons. I like tacking on extras.
The best was that first trip to Seattle where you got an extra day at the hotel just to take a nap.
I did pay for another night at a swanky Seattle
left in, like,
hotel.
3 hours.
Left in 3 hours, went up to stay with my brother, but I just needed that nap first.
Sometimes you just need that extra day.
That was
I
next
just-
level.
DC.
I'll pay
We
top
got that
dollar
extra
for a nap.
day. That was clutch.
We did get that extra day.
That was
Probably going to
fucking
happen
clutch.
again.
Clutch.
I mean,
So make sure your
Clutch.
family knows you're probably going to be out for like 7 or 8 days, not the 4 days that the shows would indicate.
I just want to be the Dennis Franz of this Die Hard 2 picture.
but yeah, the beach was cool. No one cares about masks over there, so I was just like, I'm not gonna care either. Yeah.
Hey, look,
Appreciate that,
you're in the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
It's
It's like you're in the before times.
yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Yeah.
fun. They have like live bands and stuff.
On
There
the
was
beach.
like a trailer that had recently parked, and they had like a Trump 2024
The
flag.
beach. Yeah. they're right.
And it was the slogan was great. It was "Make votes great again." Make voting great again.
make
Make
voting
voting
Ah,
great
I
again.
love that.
I don't understand
Love that.
I don't understand
You know, he was white.
He was a white.
Didn't I assumed it. Didn't have to, but yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the camping, all that stuff. I can't. It's hard for me to get in. I respect those that love it.
My
I just-
idea, and I've told them this, and I was like, if you guys want us to come out more, go to the forest, do some fishing,
Would you do some
yeah.
camping?
do some camping
I mean,
in the woods.
You and I also want to hunt for Bigfoot, though.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know, man. I kind of like the beach over the forest.
Go to the desert. You ever like do some room
I've
jobs?
done that
Do
too
some
much.
shrooms with your
Yeah.
parents, man.
That's a little too white.
Okay. No, yeah, it's very wide.
Yeah. I used to ride dirt bikes. I used to ride
Oh,
dirt bikes
yeah.
all the time, and
Yeah.
um,
We touch knees. Me and Mark touching knees.
Oh,
You
touching
guys
knees.
touched it, we touched
Robbie!
knees. Look at that. Robbie.
no, yeah, like that because they're planning out like their next few months. They're like, we're coming back here in October, then January, and then we're like, okay, save some for Yosemite. Come on, let's
I'd
go
love to
out
get to
there.
Yosemite.
It's great.
Let's all go up to Yosemite.
I've been there.
Well, here's the thing.
Been there.
I used to
It's
go every
amazing.
year.
My
Yeah.
dad is saying is like I can take it out whenever. So WangerCon,
I will
Yosemite.
meet the Rubalcabas in Yosemite.
I'll need a room at the Yosemite Lodge.
Yeah?
though. Yeah.
I stayed at Yosemite Lodge. It was great.
It's the
Oh,
best.
it's
Fantastic.
so fucking the
Ice
cleanest
cold
air.
IPAs on draft.
The cleanest air I've ever snorted.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You're just like
the
You're
Camp
just
Curry
snorting the
cabins
air.
with bathrooms. No community bathrooms for Kenny.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I
Is
love
bear
that.
shit in the woods?
Probably, but I'm not going to be there. But Yeah, and then the I haven't earned enough money in my life to go to the Iwani Hotel, but one day.
One day. I haven't earned enough money to go to the Disney California Adventure Hotel.
No,
It's pretty much a cabin.
the Grand California.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys want to go to the Star Wars Hotel? That's in
Oh,
Florida?
isn't that like super
I
expensive?
think it's like $4,000 a night.
Nice.
I don't know what it is,
But if we
can't
split it by
leave.
4, it's only $1,000 per person.
And if you read Catalyst first, you get a discount.
I just need to figure out a way
You
to talk.
understand why it's so expensive
yeah.
if you read
We need to
Catalyst
find an
first.
empty ball. Let's do the Tangerine Ballroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's do a comedy show. Let's open a comedy club there because then we can get a free room for the comic.
Yeah,
that's
there you
great.
go. That's what it is.
And then we can do
Yeah.
all Star Wars jokes. Like, it's going to be
Yeah.
the easiest gig of all time.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the band called? Charlie and the Nodes? What are they called?
Figuring Dan and the Modal Nodes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I knew it was Nodes.
yeah, you got the Nodes.
I got the Nodes.
Charlie
You're in on the nodes.
More of a size noodles guy.
Hey,
Tatooine had a pretty kickin' music scene.
Oh, fuck yeah.
it did.
Did the Cantina Band ever do a gig at Jabba's Palace? They must have
They-
gigs.
Oh, yeah.
And
How many
Yeah,
places
where do
are
they
there to
go?
gig?
Yeah,
in
that's a good question. Let's play this game.
Legends, there's a bunch of stuff, and Cy Snoodles and Max Rebo, and there's some drama between them. Yeah,
It's like
none of that
behind the
counts.
music.
Yeah, but
They
none of
need,
that
to, they
counts.
need to make
but-
that a behind the music
Yeah.
with Charlie and the Nodes.
You can have that. Now we're even. Now we're even.
Okay.
That's
All right.
That's your
Oh,
Wanger
shit.
sketch.
Is Coruscant like Wembley? Is that like the
Yeah.
place you got to play?
You gotta
Something
Sounds like
that?
Vegas.
That'd be like
It's
like-
Detroit.
Maybe go out
Okay,
to
well then what's
Canto Bight.
Wembley then? The
Yeah.
Star. Oh,
It's
fucking
Star Wars? Coruscant.
Canto Bight.
Oh,
is
Canto
Canto
Bight's
Bight,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Coruscant's like New York.
like
You go to CBGB's out there,
Isn't
something
that
like
Lin Man too in Mouse Kanata's Castle?
Lin-Manuel's song Jabba Flow, and then he appears in Rise of Skywalker. But he and
does.
JJ
Yeah.
co-wrote Jabba
Yeah.
Flow and Maz's
They would do like a Coke Zero promo and play like 3 songs in Hoth.
Yeah. He
And
was
they
like,
get the hell out of there.
I'm
Oh.
Alexander Hamilton
Dude.
in the background.
there's a Coachella
Jabba
knockoff
the-
on Tatooine, right? Where it's
Yeah.
just like a festival out
Oh,
in the
they
desert
had
on Tatooine.
they had Burning
Yeah.
Man in
Yeah.
There we
Rise of
go.
Skywalker.
There we go.
Yeah,
oh,
they
that's
did.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aki
yeah.
Aki
There we
Festival.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aki
Yeah.
Aki Festival of the Ancestors. Yeah, that's great.
Shit.
All I'm telling you is like, look, man, when we go to Endor
Yeah.
to go see Max Rebo play,
Yeah.
if I end up with an Ewok, don't take pictures of it. All right? They're cute. They're cuddly.
Princess Nisa.
Those little
They're
fuckers.
aggressive when they get in the bed.
Oh yeah.
All I'm saying is like, look, I might come home with an Ewok.
Look,
I-
I mean,
I don't
look,
mind this at
They
all.
thought they were dying. They were fucking like crazy.
How do you think Fist
I
and the
want that
Space
story.
Monkey happened?
Yeah, that's true.
It's human and Ewok
Yeah, Fist
interaction.
in the Space Monkey.
He's a human Ewok.
He is an abomination.
Chewie had like a huge gangbang, right?
Chewie nailed 9 Ewoks the night of
Chewie
the Return of the.
fucking
He
crushed.
drank like 3 kegs
Yeah.
by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And then
he left his wife. Mala's back home. His
Yeah.
son Lumpy. I mean, yeah, he's out. He's far from
Did
home.
Chewie have a wife in Legends?
Yeah, Mala.
Mala?
She's canon too.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, Mala and his son
like a comic book?
Lumpa Waru is his son from Life Day.
Lumpa
And then they
Waru.
brought him. He's Waru. They call him now, but he's still. No one knows. Chewie's in love with Han. He left him.
Did the rebellion pay for his alimony?
Everybody
might.
talks about the great scene in Empire Strikes Back where Leia goes up to Han right before he gets frozen in carbonite.
Yeah.
She says, I love you, and Han says, I know. Nobody talks about the post-credit scene in Empire Strikes Back when it's just Chewie being like, how you doing? Because there's some time that passed while Han was in carbonite.
Go back during that scene and look at Chewie's face. He's like, "Oh, you
He's like-
fucking bitch!
Yeah.
You fucking bitch!"
No, he's like, now's my time.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
hey,
still
yeah.
simping or shipping. I don't know the term. I don't,
Shipping.
Shipping is what you're like. You're rooting
Yeah.
for. The
Okay,
people
I'm
to
still
get
shipping
together.
for fucking Poe and Finn.
Oh yeah, aren't we
I wanted
all?
them to
Aren't we all?
fuck so bad.
That would have been great.
Make
if,
love.
If, like,
Make
the,
Star Wars,
the
please.
post-celebration.
make life.
Hold
Yeah.
hands.
Make life if you will.
Make life.
Yeah.
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
Make life.
Just like it was such like when Poe first
Heat.
bit his lip.
The jacket. Yeah.
God damn,
Looks
that's a
good on
metaphor for a condom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jacket
that's
is.
what the
You can
theme.
take my condom.
That was the theme behind it.
His condom, his used condom. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would just love
It
for
suits
that last scene in Rise of Skywalker. It's so beautiful. Just play out a little bit more when the old lady asks Rey, she's like, "What's your last name?" She's like, "Skywalker." It's like, yeah, damn right it is. And then you see Luke and Leia and their Force Ghost. Then Rey goes back to the spaceship, and it's just Poe and Finn just going at it.
Fucking.
Just the
Rey!
little BB-8's involved.
That's the
like,
last 30
yeah.
minutes of that movie, just focusing on this.
Yeah.
They should have
Right
fucked.
here.
Why the fuck not? They had like one little scene where two women kissed each other. That should have just been fucking Poe and Finn.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Macking
I'm
and
not-
doing it
Yeah.
on top of a fucking tree.
Because me,
top of the
as
tree.
somebody who had to interview
They were
the
at every
creators
top
of
of
that
the
movie,
tree.
I would love to be at interviewing JJ and just be like, JJ, tell me about the decision to have Poe blowing Finn in the last 10 minutes.
You do every other question seriously, though. So, like, so these Snoke
Yeah.
theories, how'd you deal with those? when making the
Chemistry
film.
was just so good.
Follow up on that.
JJ, why you turn this into a fuck picture?
How did you get a lens flare into a cock shot?
Hey, all right.
There was phallic imagery.
Well,
too. He
well,
puts
we
up the
had fun.
lightsaber. I mean, the flashlight.
Yeah.
It's a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what did y'all want? We couldn't have left you with 9/11 jokes.
No,
I mean, come on.
we got
you with Rise of
serious.
Skywalker.
We got
There you go.
introspective.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
before we get, we're gonna wrap it up here right now.
Okay.
It's been too long.
I got
We're-
some
we're-
MLB the show to
Oh,
play.
time for Mark's headphones.
I'm gonna read some because we did do. I didn't want to.
Are we doing the sound effects?
Yeah, we're
In
about
a
to do that
second,
right
in a
now.
second, yeah.
I didn't want to do too much of the Streamlabs Superchats. I didn't want to because honestly, don't donate your money to us. Donate it to the Kickstarter, which again you can find in the description down below.
You can do both.
I mean, if you want to give us money, that's all
Oh
cool
yeah,
too.
he says that now.
If you're
to the
very
show's
wealthy, hey, maybe think about it. That's all.
Yeah, if you can afford to have a beach come to your house.
Yeah. I mean,
My own. Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
there we
Okay.
go.
I
I need to get a
That
new mic
darn
for that.
XLR.
I'm never gonna get one.
It's
but-
that XLR. Get an
Yeah.
XLR.
And if specifically you want to see Poe and Finn fuck, gonna be
Bring it
starting.
on.
Or make love.
You know how they always try to cancel people and they do a petition to get somebody off the internet. I'm gonna do the opposite of that
to
just
get something on the internet.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to see
just to
them
get the
having
two of them
sex.
fucking.
Look,
There are probably websites that can satisfy this need for you.
You could find it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of deepfake technology out
I
there.
mean,
It's horrifying, but it's there.
Just saying, they had a whole behind the scenes episode about the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the whole behind the scenes episode about Poe and Finn just fucking for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Baby Yoda watching it.
Oh, he's old.
I would always have Grogu in the bedroom while I'm having sex because God forbid it's not
a dog.
performing up to task that night. Grogu kicks in. He just helps you levitate a little bit.
So we're going to read off these super chats and
Do it.
Streamlabs. And
Do it.
if you did donate, thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. Theodore Jones donated via super chat. And he
Theodore.
says, finally able to watch live again. Best YouTube channel, period. Well, thank you.
Love that.
See, it's like people like Theodore. TJ.
Thanks, Teddy.
That makes it
Way to go.
worthwhile.
I like a full named Theodore.
Yeah.
Theodore.
Theodore?
Strong.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Alvin.
Theodore.
There you go.
Senior film. That mic's probably got some burp on it too. I'm sorry. Senior film donated to just this weekly
He's the best.
donation. I asked
Yeah.
if Senior was going to be in Las Vegas. He said I would have bought him drinks. We owe Senior Film so many drinks.
Yeah.
Way too many drinks.
You guys weren't
Yeah.
there that night? Oh.
You hung out
Senior
with
Film was my friend who got me into the Black Hole in
Oh,
Vegas.
that's great. Happy for you.
All right, Manny donated. I want to say this is Emmanuel Fuentes, our good friend. Donated via Streamlabs saying, I told Christian late last time, but next time you're in Vegas, make sure to get Tacos El Gordo.
Tacos El Gordo. It's on the list.
Okay.
It's
Noted.
on the list. In
Noted.
between
Gordo meaning-
Nacho Daddy visitations.
Yeah.
Fat ass.
There's a good taco
Yes.
place near where the Riviera used to be. I wonder if that's it.
Oh,
Riviera
wait.
is what,
he's the Monte Carlo.
Oh,
He's still
yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Riviera is what you do with
Hey,
your
rest in
asshole
peace.
after eating those tacos. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. The lazy Riviera?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
There
That's
you
a
go.
good one.
Thank you.
Haskell 420. Hey, our good friend
Eddie.
Haskell, Eddie, donated
Eddie.
a super chat. It's so good seeing the fine, upstanding, solid group of solid citizens on camera together, chillaxing with Coors Light. Hey, and now futility. 18 days to New York City. Oh, you guys are gonna see.
Get to see Eddie,
Eddie,
sooner rather than later.
Eddie.
Cannot wait to
There
interact
it
with
is.
Eddie, give him a big hug, hang out at the Smith.
Whew. There it is.
The
Thank you for
Smith.
that.
That's good.
Good short rib burger there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rondo
Rajon?
Rajon Rondo?
Rondo Calrissian says,
Like it.
R.I.P. Jeffrey Giraffe from Negative People Association.
Well, Jeffrey the Giraffe was the Toys R Us mascot.
Yeah.
The Toys R Us,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought, had come back from bankruptcy. I don't know. It might have been.
maybe.
I've
I
been
wish
thinking
it
about
did.
starting a negativity report.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
It's the
You
rest of the
Compete
internet.
directly with
Just
us.
the rest of the internet, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
That's
You'd have an easier time.
Yeah.
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 The Chic Femi, or the Chick Femi.
Chic Femme.
Chic Femme.
Yeah.
There you go. Donate via super chat. I can't read. Is Guess Who considered a board game? I'd say
Yes.
so.
Guess who's a board game?
It's like a good combo of board
Okay.
and card.
Yeah,
'cause they're
I'll allow
little-
it. I'll allow it.
Yeah. I mean, I always guess who it was.
Cody will allow.
Yeah.
Very easy. I'm very good at Guess Who.
Oh, you guys ever play fucking Mousetrap? That was the shit.
Couldn't
When like the
afford it.
thing falls down.
Yeah, you got to build
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
up.
Mousetrap was good.
There was
Your
a lot
parents
of.
can afford a beach at the house,
There was
but
a
not Mousetrap.
Well, now, not back in the day.
Okay,
Yeah,
understood.
I didn't have AC until I was like 20.
But you had a beach at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had a beach at the house. Yeah,
Yeah. Literally had the Arctic Ocean come up the coast.
It felt like the beach. Theodore Jones again with a super chat.
Teddy, stop it.
Saw Mark in Arizona 2 years ago, and it was great.
Hey, dance the night away. You saw Ken there, too.
Oh, yeah, Scottsdale.
We made sure we tucked Joshy in that night.
You will be in Arizona at some point.
Sooner rather than later, yeah.
This year, maybe early next year, maybe?
One of the two.
One of the two.
For sure.
Rondo Calrissian again. Donated.
I still have a Mellow Mushroom.
Oh, I forgot about Mellow Mushroom. Yeah, she goes
I have
this
a
year.
gift card. Yeah. Still going.
Norm did Dirty Deeds, did them dirt cheap. Screwed with Chappelle was also overlooked. Pigeon from Mike Tyson, good too.
Look, I don't know.
I gotta check that out. I know the movie Screwed because we were big fans of Dirty Work in college, and Screwed did not hit with our. Did not hit.
Okay. Okay.
It's got Norm and Dave Chappelle, and it's like, how is that possible?
How did that go wrong?
That's pretty good. And finally, James the Nerd donated via Super Chat.
James
just saying,
the Nerd.
Love y'all. That is all. Goodbye.
Love you too.
Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
GPA.
GPA, the Good People Association. They find the good.
Beautiful.
Ken's like, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I get
It's
it.
like I don't hear that enough.
Yeah.
Sing it. Sing it, man.
There you have it. Before we get to, because we end every show by thanking all of our $15 patrons and up, and there's a lot of fucking names.
I know.
That's great.
We do it
this part.
along with a couple sound bites, which Cody will be doing.
Yep. I love being on the show during this part because I try to not break.
Okay, good. And hey, look at that. We got to 100 likes. Thank you all so much. Before we do this, because this is towards the end of the show, please be sure to like this video, leave a comment down below. Please be sure to put on notifications, do all that. Make sure you're getting these videos and whatnot. And please be sure to follow Mark Ellis on Twitter, as well as Ken Napzok. And check out Mark's new dates down below in the description. You can find a link and go there. It is not rabbit porn. It is his website where you can get some tour dates. And then also be sure to back up the Kickstarter that the Good People Association peeps
GPA.
are doing, GPA are doing for their fun game Futility. I thought it was Fruitility at first.
Fruitility would be a great follow-up, or Fruitopia.
It could be an expansion
That
pack.
is the breakfast spinoff.
Yeah.
There it is.
Fruitility, the delicious game of breakfast.
So there it all is. Be sure to go check those out. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Check out our Patreon. Help support us on all the things that we are doing. For all the patrons, we're going to be doing a Malignant movie trailer very soon.
Commentary.
What did I say? Trailer?
You said trailer.
We're going to do a Malignant trailer reaction.
There you go.
Is what we're doing. And then also, people voted. I didn't even put up a fourth thing because they all. I already know what they want.
decided.
We're also going to do a Collateral.
Damn right.
commentary.
Finally.
Because it's Cody's favorite movie commentary.
Collaterals.
So you got those two coming up
Best. It's the
very,
best,
very
Ken.
soon.
Love
Haven't
it.
seen that in a minute.
Oh, it's the
big,
best.
yeah.
Let's have you
Check
both.
those
That's
out.
one where Tom Cruise is a pilot.
Oh, he's a bad man. He's a bad man.
My PP is about to burst from my PP.
do it.
But Ken is going to read some names. And Cody's going to give a few sound bites.
Okay.
Here we go.
Try to not break.
Okay.
Go. Aaron J. Lancaster.
That's what they call big dick energy, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cody, what's it like?
Oh, yeah. Aaron Woodley.
My cat puked and I forgot to go get my fucking drink. Give me a second. Go on.
Okay.
Alec M.S. Young.
Drunk lady comes up to Bruce at a party. He's like, I'm talking to this great guy. He's really funny. What's your name? Raz Al Ghul?
Alexis Lopez.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Anthony Morea.
I'm not talking about the 2003 film Holes.
Arcadio Castellanos.
Liam Neeson is Raz Al Ghul.
What is that from?
That's me drunk at a party.
Oh my
Going
God.
on about Batman Begins.
Oh my God. Axel the Hungry Hippo.
All right, I want to start here with a song that I wrote for my second son. His name is Cody.
That's Billy Storrell. Bobby Mitchell.
This one's going to be loud.
Brian King.
How does he get a boner?
Brian Arsenault.
What if they imprint like on a fucking rock? You know, like
It's like I just want to be with this rock
I want
the
to
rest of my
fuck
life.
this rock.
Chris Jones.
He's a bat.
Cindy Perez.
And he'll play action fake, driving back, pressure coming as the pass away. It is caught. First down, count ball, Spurlock down the sideline. On 20 to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Fire the cannons. Bucks lead.
I heard that from
That's great.
I heard that from
Claire Steffen.
All your chompers are all like all chomped.
Cody Watson.
And I love you guys.
Connor Kennedy.
Looking at it right now, you got a hard shell taco wrapped in a soft taco tortilla. And you got some cheese in between the two. I got my mouth's watering. I just talked about this. You got some cheese sprinkled up on top. I literally can't talk because my mouth is just full. It's just salivating right now. You got lettuce. You got some of that thick beef, baby. All right, here we go.
DJ Red Hot Cox.
You got some of that thick beef, baby.
Elena Marie 10.
Cigars.
Sorry.
Emmanuel Fuentes.
You never go
Yeah.
hard the first night.
Yeah, you climax on Friday.
Yes.
It's true. Enrique Cabrales.
Cody was a bit more correct than Brian.
That is true. Gabriel J. Leba.
I'm dancing with myself. Ow.
Gregorio Miraflor.
It's Miller time.
Yeah, I got him. They got him.
Hernan Sebastian.
Yeah, corporate America.
All right.
Hell yeah.
James Chesney.
Holler at your boys.
James Lavario.
How are you guys with pickles? You fans of pickles?
Jason Harvey.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
John Noto.
I do like a good hot dog.
Joseph Tinana.
I got drilled today.
Okay.
J.P. Beeler.
I'll have the quesadilla.
Carl Soderback.
It's satire.
Is it satire?
Fucking Brian. Kyle Johnson.
Look out!
Maris Thornton.
Yeah.
It is magnificent.
Mark Murdoch.
Not a big sausage guy myself. You can clip that out if you want.
I think I saw that live. Matthew Picard.
Nah, he's a shitty person.
Okay.
Mike Austin.
Oh, you must be one of them liberals.
That was from last week.
That's from last week.
Michael Bittner.
Is that Oliver Platt?
What are you talking about? That Cusack movie with Wichita Falls, whatever that is?
Talking about Lake Placid.
Nathan Heredia.
Tell me that's Oliver Platt. Tell me it's Mr. Platt.
Nick Reeves.
It's Oliver fucking Platt.
Nick Wade.
Me and my buddies, we built a penis castle.
Wow.
Paul Acton.
A penis sandcastle.
Ramon Cock.
Yeah.
But, I put two and two together. I made it happen.
Real Snacks Attack.
I'm obviously very happy that there's a lot of Asian representation in this movie, and I think that's
But you still don't like it, though.
Yeah.
Brian. Robert Gerbig.
Sometimes you got to listen to your mouth.
Ruben E25.
The spread.
Yeah, I know the spread,
Spread.
but
Yeah,
I can't
spread that
do,
ass.
Playing out of El Paso, Texas, Samantha Leon Mendoza.
What the fuck is up?
Sang Lei.
It's a big sausage he's putting in his mouth there.
Sean Wingblade.
Got to jizz this.
Senior Film.
You can barely swallow.
Space Wolf Lounge.
You still alive, baby?
Steak Sauce.
You still alive, baby?
Terry Stockwell.
I'm running out now.
I got drilled today.
Okay.
Terry G.
I do like a good hot dog.
Thaddeus Maximus.
They don't know our humor. You have to get our humor to know the humor. They don't know the humor.
TJ Jones.
Have you ever gotten a call from yourself?
Very
Have
deep.
you?
Tyler Eklund.
Show me your little swimmers.
And Mr. Irrelevant, Zach McCorkledale.
All right, here are the sound bites for the Buccaneers segment. Here we go. Yarg.
Yarg. Yarg. Ahoy, matey. That's a good one. Yarg. Narg.
Let me do that one again. Gotta get that one clean.
Yarg.
This is so stupid. All right, doing it clean. Here we go.
Yarg. Narg. Oh, shiver me timbers. Yarg. Booty.
That's a tried and true Bucks fan,
There we
folks.
go. There we go.
There it is.
There you go.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ken, for joining us here and tolerating our stupidity.
We have fun.
We have fun.
We have fun on this show.
Great beers,
Got
ice.
good beers, a lot of beers. We drink beers and we drink with ice and we have a good time. Appreciate every single one of you. Stay tuned. Check out our Patreon for our upcoming commentaries and all the other fun stuff that we're doing. Check the links. Follow them. Do all that stuff. Be good.
Be proud.
Boys.
I laughed at it myself. It doesn't count.
And hit it, Cody. Thank you for everybody who liked, left a comment. Leave a comment down below and let us know.
Do you remember when we did the outro for this and Roka thought the show was over and started talking about things that he shouldn't have talked about on the show? And I was like, John, we're still going. The outro is playing right now. Remember that, Christian?
You're just openly talking shit.
It's so great.
That's
I'm
amazing.
like, I'll clip that out, John. Okay.
That's the Patreon soundbite I want to hear.
Yeah.
So if you guys have anything to say, any
Grievances to air?
No.
show's over, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
Nope. I got a few words about Brian Perez I'd like to get
Oh,
off my
okay.
chest.
Ryan Perez.
Wish well to him. And hey, if you want to check out other episodes of The Wanger Show, you can click right there. Check out our latest sketch, Myers Plus. Join our Patreon. Subscribe to the channel. And hey,
Have a good Friday.
there it is. It's fucking Monday. Fuck.
Oh, shit.